refuel before moving on. Unbeknownst to them, another vehicle had been tracking their movements, strategically following them through Los Angeles. By the time Quando Lopez pulled into the gas station, the second vehicle was closing in, and everything was set for the ambush. As they parked, that white sedan that had been following them pulled in close, creeping up just enough for its passengers to get a clear line of sight. And in an instant, the calmness of that sunny afternoon was shattered.
Right now, the search is on for 3 people who police say shot at a Savannah rapper, killing a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath.
As shots rang out and chaos erupted, the black SUV became the center of a tragic. Within moments, it was clear the ambush had left someone critically hurt. Quando Rondo's cousin Lil Pap was hit, but the full weight of what had just happened didn't hit Quando until later on. Caught on camera, the haunting audio of Quando's screams went viral in the hours that followed. His voice is filled with absolute devastation, echoing through the chaotic scene as he realizes his cousin wasn't going to make it.
The ending of the shooting that started in Los Angeles, California. Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV.
For Quando, this wasn't just a loss. It was a moment of public grief, a rare glimpse into the pain that artists like himself carried behind the scenes. It's that scream, filled with shock, disbelief, and grief, that made the story hit even harder. A reminder of how real and dangerous these conflicts can get. After the shots went off and Lil Pap was hit, police were called, and within minutes, the area was swarming with law enforcement, first responders.
I got one question, man. Do y'all think it was a good idea for Lil Durk to take that motherfucking thing, man, and put the no in the video, man? I wonder if that clip gonna be played at trial. On there, there's a lot of incriminating shit that his guys should have been telling him. Man, no, don't put that. No, don't put that shit in your video, bro. We did this shit. That's why I say only the killers know who killed something. And for you to talk about it and brag about it, you just giving yourself up, man. Because only the killers know what happened.
That's the near the Beverly Center quickly transformed into a crime scene, with officers blocking off the area, trying to make sense of the chaotic scene. Paramedics rushed to treat Lil Pap, but it was clear his injuries were severe. His efforts, he moved his wounds right there on side of the police.
Appreciate you, Memphis, man. Go block. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate Memphis with you, man.
Pacing back and forth, the screams echoing across the lot, captured on cameras and phones by bystanders. Those screams would go viral, symbolizing the raw pain of a moment that could not be hidden or controlled. A heartbreaking reaction to losing someone so close so suddenly. The police, meanwhile, were already piecing together what little information they had. Witnesses reported seeing a white sedan speed off right after the shooting, leading investigators to believe this was a planned, targeted hit. This wasn't some random act of violence. It had all the signs of a calculated attack. The tragic moment left the hip-hop community stunned, and mourning yet another loss in an ongoing cycle of violence. But that night was only the beginning. Law enforcement would dig deeper into the case, linking it to a broader network of rivalries and conflicts. And now with the federal indictment connecting Lil Pap's death to an alleged murder for hire plot involving Lil Durk's OTF crew, this tragic story has taken on even darker layers. According to prosecutors, Lil Durk is the man behind what they're calling a calculated murder for hire plot, allegedly orchestrated as revenge for the death of his close friend, King Von. They claim that Lil Durk, along with several members of his OTF collective, conspired to take down Quando Rondo or someone close to him as payback for This isn't just a simple feud. They're painting it as an organized, deliberate plan fueled by loyalty, revenge, and a desire to avenge Von's legacy. Prosecutors allege that Durk's crew wasn't just acting out of anger. They reportedly promised rewards for their loyalty. The indictment describes coded conversations between the alleged conspirators, detailing promises of financial compensation for opportunities in the music industry under OTF. This, they say, gave the men enough motivation to track down Quando's circle in Los Angeles and pull off a hit that would eventually send a message across the rap industry. Prosecutors are building the case around Durk's deep connection to King Von and the idea that Von's death was a major turning point for Durk. They're arguing that Durk saw Von's death as something that couldn't go unanswered. According to the prosecutors, this wasn't just about grief, but about maintaining his reputation and loyalty within his crew and the streets. They claim Durk felt a duty to take action, leading to this organized retaliation plan. A key element of the prosecution's case is that Durk's associates were allegedly promised rewards, whether in the form of money, prestige, or elevated positions with an OTF. The indictment mentions coded language used to communicate these promises, hinting at payouts and increased status for anyone who carried out the attack successfully. Prosecutors argue this incentivized Durk's crew to go to extreme lengths, planning and executing an ambush with the expectation that their loyalty would eventually pay off. The prosecution alleges that the attack wasn't spontaneous.
Man, when you think about this shit, bro, this shit's sad, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, when you think about it, bro, this shit real sad, bro. I know a lot of people be like, you with Durk, man, this shit sad, bro. For a nigga to have all that money, bro, and lose it, crash out, you got to spend that shit in jail. Then Lil Pap mama, if they get found guilty, she finna sue the draws off them. She could sue them for $50 million. And if she win that shit, guess what? They going straight to India crib, Lil Durk crib, whatever. They getting that money, I'm telling you. They did it to OJ already, so don't tell me they ain't gonna get it. They going everywhere. You got some money that's tied to you, and they gonna collect their shit. Whether they got to take the VCR, the stove, the Grammys trophy, they gonna see how much a person to pay for Lil Durk Grammy. That bitch gonna be on the auction. You ever seen that? 45, 45, 45, 55, 55, 55, 55. So I'm telling you, they're gonna get that money.
With the mission, which was following Quando Rondo's movements and waiting for the right moment to strike. The hit itself, they claim, was executed in a way that aligns the classic murder-for-hire operation, with members tracking Rondo's SUV, waiting for him and his crew to be in a vulnerable position before launching the attack. Court documents reveal that after the incident, the OTF members stopped at an In-N-Out where they discussed payments with one of the top OTF associates before heading back to San Diego to catch flights back home. Records show that there was a payment exchange that happened as a reward for the murder. Now, the most important part in all this is that they're saying that Lil Durk is the mastermind behind everything. He was the one who provided funds for flights, ensuring his associates could travel from Chicago to Los Angeles, and according to court documents, Durk allegedly arranged for OTF members to make this trip. So they were operating based on what he told them to do as the head honcho. Durk's top associate, Keon Grant, reportedly coordinated logistics on the ground, but Durk is said to have provided the financial resources and guidance needed for the ambush. Keon Grant arranged hotel accommodations, bought ski masks to conceal identities, and obtained 2 luxury sedans for the group. Court documents indicate that Grant was also the one who supplied firearms, including one reportedly converted into a fully automatic weapon, all of which prosecutors argue was facilitated under Durk's orders. I think you probably at this point understand why this is so bad for Durk. These aren't just accusations of association or indirect involvement. Prosecutors are painting him as the mastermind behind a deadly, premeditated act. He's being accused of financially and logistically supporting a murder-for-hire scheme that targeted a rival, going as far as to cover travel costs, conceal identities, and provide weapons for the attack. This is some serious stuff right here. And if the court accepts this narrative, it elevates his role in the case to the one who's going to carry the full responsibility for organizing a violent conspiracy with potential penalties, including life in prison or even death penalty, if the court finds sufficient evidence of intent. Moreover, the case is built around digital communications, flight records, and surveillance footage, evidence types that can be compelling in court. Prosecutors are likely betting that one of Durk's associates could flip, testifying to strengthen their case even more. If any of the co-conspirators cooperated with authorities, it could seal the case against them, making the charges even harder to fight. Now, one of the things that's a little bit ironic about this entire situation is the fact that for the past 2 years, Lil Durk has publicly been working on cleaning up his image. After years of being tied to the street life, he's trying to turn over a new leaf. For anyone who doesn't know, Lil Durk has not only embraced Islam, but even went as far as converting, changing his name to Mustafa Abdul Malik. So he's definitely been on a journey of rebranding himself. On top of this, he's done community service and launched a neighborhood.
And I don't know why y'all keep on saying this case weak, bro. Y'all act like this Chicago police or Atlanta police, man. This is the feds, bro. They don't come get you unless they cross their T's and dot their I's, man. And they got people who jammed up that's gonna guarantee testify on you, or they gonna hit them with the book on everything, bro. This not no regular police, bro. Lil Durk ass done, bro. Only thing Lil Durk could do is get the lesser time by copping out on everything. By copping out, yeah, I did it. I'm gone. I got all the evidence. If he take these people to trial, bro, this not gonna end up like the King Von shit. It's not. Pastor Brooks ain't gonna want to get on no stand for this shit. I'm telling you, he got on stand for that little cookout, that county shit. Hey, Pastor Brooks ain't even gonna come and offer to get on the stand on this one. Because Pastor Brooks know he gonna be in there right with him 2 years from now. They gonna find something that he did, that he ain't turned over the right money, and they gonna lock his ass up. I'm telling you, bro. They don't play. They not playing, bro. This ain't Atlanta police, bro. This the feds. And they gonna make sure they stick it to Lil Durk, bro. They call him a mastermind, bro. Lil Durk ain't had no business even being around them. And then for Lil Durk to fly on a plane, bro, with the one who passed out the guns, bro, that shit don't look too good. That don't look too good, man. They say Lil Durk took a private jet from Florida from Miami, I think, right near Atlanta. Yeah, I want to say Miami. Don't quote me wrong, because if I get a little extra salt, then they gonna try to top me. Oh man, he got in Atlanta. He got on the plane with Grant, man, to fly to California. You ain't finna tell the feds that, oh yeah, I just rode to California. He was going to do his thing, and I was going to do my thing. And ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, man. And Grant used Banks' credit card, a credit card that say Banks on it, not OTF, Banks. Like, come on, man. Like, hey, bro, like, we might think something dumb, bro, but these people went to school, bro. They educated, they sober, and they work around the clock, bro. And then Durk got all the incriminating evidence. All the evidence he got. He didn't put the goddamn screen, the video of Quando Rondo screaming in his video, bro. Like, that's crazy. And now you being charged with it. What coincidence is that?
The Heroes Foundation to support underprivileged youth. And this shift didn't go unnoticed. It was even awarded an honorary key to the city in his hometown suburb of Broadway.
Durk Banks or Lil Durk celebrated the peace of the villages of Broadview.
And so we have to Broadview. We have to
I don't need arguing with people no more. I just like very wrong guy.
If you're sitting around Googling how to make money on the internet and your ass is tired of being broke, let me tell you what your parents didn't tell
And this was literally last week. Local leaders praised his efforts to give back and promote positive change, holding him up as an example of redemption. Fun fact, they ended up revoking the key after this indictment. Lil Durk a few weeks ago also announced that his criminal record was recently wiped clean. Now, could all this be a defensive move on his end? Because when someone is involved in something like this, especially someone with Lil Durk's influence and public presence, it's important to consider how them reshaping their image can help them if legal troubles come their way. Durk's public shift to a more positive, community-focused persona, receiving the key to the city, doing charity work, and his spiritual growth all adds layers to his defense if anything would happen. Like in this case, it sends a message that he's moving away from his past, showing the authorities that he's more serious about changing and leaving his past behind. And maybe for Lil Durk, it wasn't so much about completely avoiding any legal troubles, but maybe he did all this as a way to soften the blow of whatever he did. That's of course me just speculating, but thinking about it logically, it does make sense. Because best believe someone with Lil Durk's status understands the power of public opinion and how it can sway narratives. By portraying himself as a reformed individual, he builds a layer of protection, influencing how people view him and possibly impacting how authorities handle him. The question still remains whether this rebranding was a genuine evolution or strategic buffer.
Nigga, look at Lil Lion King so much, he done got motherfucking Mustafa name, man. Come on, man. I know it mean the chosen one. I know. I ain't Islam either. Somebody asked me that. I believe in Jesus Christ, man. Whatever you want to call it, Christian, Baptist, whatever. I believe in Jesus, though.
Personally, I don't think this is going to end too well for him. If they actually have recordings or solid evidence of Durk orchestrating a murder, the defense options are limited. When it comes to cases involving premeditated murder, especially with the added weight of conspiracy or organized crime, the sentencing gets really serious. People facing charges like this typically don't get lenient treatment. The legal system often comes down hard, and with someone of his profile, authorities will likely pursue the maximum just to make an example out of him. Durk might be looking at significant time unless his legal team finds a way to poke holes in the prosecution's evidence or challenges the credibility of any witnesses against them. And in high-profile cases like this, even if they don't have direct evidence, the cumulative weight of circumstantial and digital proof can still lead to heavy consequences. Overall, it's really sad to see millionaire rappers still getting involved in situations like this with opportunities and money and all the chances to make a positive impact.
Yeah, this shit crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This is crazy shit to even be watching, bro. Like, this dude crashed the fuck out. I know India pissed. Bro. I know she pissed, bro. She probably told him to stop hanging with them, bro. Like, you doing too much. But you know how a nigga be. Tell his girl who's trying to help you. Man, I got this. Don't worry about it, you know? Don't worry about it. Hey, look, listen to your girl sometime, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Listen to your girl sometimes. Sometimes when a woman be telling you, don't go outside, stop hanging with them niggas. I don't like dude because he looking this way. You probably don't see what she see. I'm telling you, bro, every girl that I know told one of my homies, don't go outside, don't do this, don't do that. And they did it and they gone, man. 40 years, 50 years, bro. And then when you run into them in jail, man, I should listen to my girl, man. What she out there doing? She got 2 kids by the nigga who got the money. Like, for real.
In this world, it's clear that he's still stuck on the streets. I'm really curious how this is going to end for him, and it'll definitely take some time for this to get resolved. Anyway, this Lil Durk story is definitely crazy. If you made it this far, do yourself a favor and like the video and subscribe if you're new here. What do you guys think about this Lil Durk story? Pretty crazy one considering the weight of the indictment, honestly. I'm really curious to hear what you have to say. And yeah, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. I'm out.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to the women, man. You know, shout out to them, bro, because they do. Some women be trying to save people, bro. I ain't talking about the little black roach that set up Smoke. She ain't no woman. She a girl that's waiting on borrowed time, man, because the devil gonna come for her. She thinks she just backdooring people, just like the devil came for Scone. He came for Scone. The Reaper came for Scone. Remember, you set up Rob and Tony. You will be dead in 15 minutes. He called his mama and made the last text. Say, mama, something weird. That way, the Reaper was there. Got Lil Jeff out the way. Everybody involved with that shit. From them kids getting killed in school, gone. Everybody who bragged about it. Don't say Trench News. How you know they killed somebody in school? Shit, they told us every day. I watched Lil Jeff every day since I got up on him. And he was talking about these 2 kids that took a funky ass fake watch. And then he killed them. He blacked out. That's what they be into. All right, what we watching, y'all? What y'all see out there? Remember.
Yeah, that was Trenches News breaking down that Lil Durk case, man. We gonna dig into this academics. He showing more about the Durk case. You know what I'm saying?
police is trying to intimidate people and threaten people to not cooperate. Okay, so let's go back. It says, I know that Durk Banks put a monetary bounty out for an individual who Banks had a feud with named TB. TB is Taekwon Bone. As detailed below, on August 19th, multiple OTF members and associates used 2 vehicles and worked in tandem to track, stalk, and attempt to murder TB at a gas station located in Los Angeles, California. The co-conspirators fired at least 18 rounds at TB's vehicle, striking and killing SR, which is TB's cousin, Lil Pop, TB's family member who was traveling with TB. On October 17, 2024, grand jury sat in the Central District of California. So actually, I was wrong about that. You know, this other thing that said, hold on. This other thing that said grand jury was in June. So the grand jury convened in June. Okay, so this wasn't when they came down with it. They convened in June, and 10/17 is when they present it. So a presentment is usually when the grand jury says they're going to present it to the court. That's also held in secret until the indictment is served. And even then when it's served, it could still be sealed. So anyway, so they were listening from June 2024, and from June, July, August, September, October, a 5-month investigation. They finally came back with a decision on the 17th, and that's when it was filed, right? But it was filed under seal, okay? By the way, also, there's some issue with the sealing of this as well, because one of the courts turned it down. I'll get to that later. That's a little bit more of a nuanced thing. This is why they had to lock these guys up. If you ask me, I think the feds didn't want to lock none of them up. They wanted Durk to do some other bullshit, even though seemingly maybe he wasn't going to do no other bullshit because he's been really into the lawyer, right? Okay, let's get back to this. So great. All right, cool. So on October 17th, the grand jury sat in Central District of California, returned an indictment charging 5 co-conspirators, Kevon London Grant, Dontrell Wilson, and Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, and Asa Houston, with crimes arising from the murder, including for murder for hire and conspiracy to commit murder for hire resulting in death in violation of 18 U.S.C. 1958, C, blah, blah, blah. So they reference the actual other case. The case number is blah, blah. Banks is identified as co-conspirator 1. So chat, you know, this is not something I'm going to take pleasure in. Oh, I'm right. But like, unfortunately, when we broke it down yesterday and we said co-conspirator 1 seems like the boss, if that was someone that we could think of, it's Durk. They now finally say it. Durk Banks is co-conspirator 1 in the indictment, which is incorporated herein by reference. And now they're going to be referencing that indictment. They said, based on the investigation and described below, the evidence shows that Banks ordered Taekwon Bowman's murder, which is Quan Arando's murder, and the hitman used Banks and OTF-related finances. Now, this is I'm telling you, we might get the RICO. We don't know. But we're going to see on the superseded indictment, right? To carry out the murder. For example, bank and flight records show an OTF member and close associate of Banks, co-conspirator 3, we all know that's the Booker, coordinated and paid for Jones, Lindsay, Wilson, Houston, and another OTF member, co-conspirator 2. Okay, co-conspirator 2. So now we find out a little bit more about co-conspirator 2 because he's not named. Co-conspirator 2 is also OTF member. Now, it's a little odd that he's the only one not named, but I've gone already to say I believe co-conspirator 2 is cooperating. That's why his name is not mentioned yet. So I believe co-conspirator 2 is snitching. And now we get to find out he's an OTF member based on what they just said. So they paid for all these people to travel from Chicago to California on the day before the murder, and co-conspirator paid for the flights using a credit card links to Banks and OTF. Now, this is kind of crazy because you're going to see a couple lines later, Durk allegedly told him, yo, don't book no flights under no names associated with me, and they clearly booked a flight. They might have thought that because it says OTF on the card and the card is in their name, it doesn't link to Durk, but Durk owns the brand of OTF, and I'm pretty sure it's like, for example, I could give out 15 BJ Academics LLC cards, right? Because that's my company, and I could give out one to my assistant, I could give out one to this and third. However, the account that the money's getting pulled from when they use that business card is still mine, even if that card goes on their name in terms of, you know, it's like you're working for Apple, like, or you ever see somebody with a business card? Like, okay, you work for Apple, you have an Apple business card, maybe an expense card or whatever the case is. Yeah, it's not your account. So like, it's still attached to Apple. So maybe the dudes who did this think, okay, we're not going to use Durk Banks card, but we're going to use so-and-so card that's not Durk Banks. It's still linked to Durk because it's his account. Anyway, around the time co-conspirator 3 purchased co-conspirators' flight to California, iCloud records show that a phone number associated with Banks texted co-conspirator 3, don't book no flights under no names involved with me. Additionally, on the same day that the hitman traveled from California to Chicago, to California from Chicago, Banks traveled to California with another charged conspirator, Grant, on a private jet. Now, this is important. And by the way, this is why this complaint is giving us more details. We didn't know that Durk was actually in LA. Now we find out Durk was in LA. Durk, now it makes sense, because I was saying, why was Grant flying on a private, why would you fly your shooter on a private jet? But you get to realize Durk was flying to LA. So Durk was on that jet. And he brought one of the guys, which is Grant, on the jet with him. Later that day, Grant purchased ski mask, which we now know from the other indictment, or the indictment, because this is not indictment, this is a complaint. He purchased ski mask with cash for the shooters to use to commit the murder, and paid for the other co-conspirators' hotel room using a credit card in Banks' name. Now, I really think, I'm really giving some credit, or I'm going to act like these OTF guys can't be possibly this stupid. And I don't think Durk's name is on these credit cards. What I personally believe it is that it is a business card. But again, you could have a business card in other people's names. However, it's still pulling from the same business account. The way how the government's going to look at it is that these are Durk Bank funds. So even if you have your personal name on the card, because that's your personal card to use from the business card, from the business, it's still not your funds. It's the funds of the business, which is owned by Durk Banks. Because this kind of doesn't make sense. Like, why would y'all, if he's telling you I don't put no flights under my name, why would y'all use credit cards with his name on it? Maybe they're thinking, oh, the business card got my name on it, so that's not Durk. But it's pulling from Durk's account because he owns the OTF account, right? Earlier this morning, October 24, 2024, federal and local law enforcement executed multiple search warrants at locations associated with OTF in and around the Chicago area. So, wow. They went to Chicago, start kicking down doors. They arrested Grant, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston. After executing the warrants, the FBI learned that Banks had been booked on at least 3 international flights. Wow, this is important, chat. It made it a little bit smaller. I can see it fully without the chat being in the way. So after executing the warrants, the FBI learned that Banks had been booked on at least 3 international flights scheduled to leave the United States today. When Banks arrived near one of the departing airports, he was arrested by law enforcement personnel. So now here's some more. Here's a statement of probable cause. Based on my training experience and personal involvement in this investigation, conversations with other law enforcement officers, witness statements, and review of the reports and other documents prepared by law enforcement officers, I'm aware of the following. By the way, chat, is my voice loud enough, or is my voice low? Let me know if I got to fix the mic. Please let me know if I got to fix the mic. I'm good?
I voted for Donald Trump in 2016 and 2020. Now, for the first time in my life, I'm voting for a Democrat. And the reason for that all started on January 6th when Trump tried to overthrow the government. I don't agree with everything that the Democrats want to do, but I know they don't want to overthrow the government. And it's really that simple. I believe in my democracy. I believe in my country. It's country over party.
Fly in the coop, but I need some more. Yo, antics make me bored, cause I just came around to.
Had a commercial, but yeah.
All right.
Like breaking down later. It's about Lil Durk.
So here's A, and these are the probable cause. On October 17th, the grand jury returned an indictment charging Grant, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston with murder for hire and conspiracy to commit murder for hire, resulting in the death of Lil Pop in violation of this statute, which is the discharge of firearm and machine gun in furtherance of a crime, resulting in the death in violation of blah, blah. The grand jury also charged Jones with possession of a machine gun, which is the guy with, so now we find out Jones is the guy with the switch. Let me write that down in my notes. Jones, guy with the switching. Okay. Remember, Grant is the one who handed out the guns to everyone, handed out 3 guns, supposedly. Well, didn't say 3 guns, but handed out guns. All right. Okay. The grand jury charged him with machine gun. As alleged in the indictment, on August 19th, a rap artist known as Quando Rondo were near the vehicle at a gas station across from the Beverly Center in Los Angeles when 3 gunmen opened fire on the vehicle, killing Lil Pop. Law enforcement personnel subsequently recovered 18 shell casings. Let me write that down. This is 18 shell cases recovered. Okay. Wow. I'm actually surprised there's only 18 shell casings recovered. You have a guy with a switch. You have 2 other shooters. If everybody's shooting, shit, most of, like, Glock's gonna have, 15 in it, right? I'm actually, well, depends on the clip, but still, let's say 15. If everybody dumped and there's a nigga with the switch, I'm surprised only 18. I would think there'll be like 50, 60. Okay, so 18 shells recovered, but we never know. We don't know nothing about shell catchers, and also who knows if, well, they weren't near a car, so the shells definitely would eject and would be on the ground. So it looked like they didn't shoot that many times, but, and I'm saying this reasonably, right? Like 18 times is a lot of times, but it's 3 shooters, 3 guns, right? If everybody emptied the clip, you'd at least expect at least 30, right? Cool. All right. Yeah, 18 shell cases were recovered. At the time of the murder, TB had a public feud with Banks, aka Lil Durk. Banks is a Chicago-based gang member, leader of the rap collective known as Only the Family, or OTF. The feud stemmed from a November 6th murder where an associate of TB shot and killed an OTF rapper named Davon Bennett, aka King Von. Let me make this a little bit bigger. I'll strain your eyes. Bennett was a member of OTF and Banks' close friend. According to open source reporting and witnesses, Banks, what does this mean? According to open source reporting and witnesses, Banks placed a monetary bounty on TB's life. Let's go here. Wow, okay. Based on open source resource, I know that Banks has attempted to publicly distance himself from the suspected gang or criminal activity. Ooh, see example. Wow. So where they put 2? So 2 was give me a second. Where is that? Okay. So even though they say, so they put a footnote to this, at the time he had a public feud. Taekwon Bowman, Quando had a public feud with Banks. Banks is a Chicago gang member, leader of the rap collective, blah blah. They then say that based on open source research, I know that Banks has attempted to publicly distance himself from the suspected gang and or criminal activity. See example, Lil Durk launches a Durk Banks Scholarship Fund at Howard University with Amazon Music. Let's go look at that. That's gonna be. So they're essentially referencing this right here. Well, this is probably buried. We can't find it anymore. Let's try to find it on Google. Yeah, here we go. So this is 2023. So they're even footnoting something from 2023. The video is removed. Let me see if we can find the video somewhere else. Oh, so he gave out $50,000 checks. Banks, okay. Durk answered Billboard. Did you ever want to go to college or think about what life could look like if you went to college? So yeah, I always thought about it. It's never too late for me. Damn. They still go to school. I got my GED. Book shipped in like 2 days ago. I just want to get knowledge, right? I just want to get, okay. So they're talking about him seemingly disassociating himself and trying to like look differently. When are we getting the Voice 2.0? What could fans expect? It's coming. I promise you when it drops, I'm going to give you out therapy. All the things going on and the world wondering. I'm going to give them the truth and the facts of this album. It's going to be mind blowing. You're going to do a U-turn. This is going to be like our breakthrough. Say no pressure. Okay, cool. All right. All right. So they basically said that he was making an attempt to distance himself. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They actually even say it. Okay, cool. Give me 1 second. All right, bet. Here it is. Then rapper Durk. They're also quoting something else. Rapper Durk turned to therapy to cope with tragedies available at an LA Times article. Rapper Durk. Let me just turn this ad blocker off. Rapper Durk lost numerous friends and loved ones to violence. To cope, he turned to therapy, right? Days before realizing his 8th studio album, Almost Healed, he cooled down at the FaZe Clan Fairfax warehouse and game in an office playground with a Twitch stream room sits 6 feet away from blah, blah, blah. Okay. He says, everything I do, okay. Therapy is a new concept for 30-year-old Banks. When asked about who he leaned on in the past when go through hardships, lies is one word answer. But earlier this year, he made the decision to seek professional help for the first time. On a microphone, I'm just having fun, rapping about whatever I'm going through. He says, in therapy, I'm going into the details of why or when or how. Almost Healed is projected to, okay. Wow. Then 3 is here, right? Oh, and by the way, it says, Lil Durk, the next one is Lil Durk is not a felon anymore. His criminal record is cleared. Everyone should get a second chance. This was a complex article. And it says, Lil Durk says he ain't a felon anymore after his criminal record is cleared. Everyone should get a second chance, okay? He says everybody should get a second chance at life. It's what you do with it. I'm do Allah. I think I said that right. Sorry. My background is white to clean up all cases. I ain't a felon no more. Who would have thought? I want to thank everyone who helped push my vision forward. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. The Voice. Wow. He said this 9/22, which by the way, ironically, is a month ago. Right? So they point out in the indictment, even a month ago, he's trying to disassociate himself from all that. Cool. All right. Let's get back up here. Where's the footnote? Okay. All right. The feud stem from, all right, we already read that. Based on, all right, yeah, we read that already. Based on the investigation to date, sorry, I know I can't see it. Based on investigation today, including open source research, my training experience investigating gangs and violent crime, and the witness statement, OTF is a hybrid. It's a hybrid organization that functions as a bank-led music collective and a gang. This is sounding like they have a Rico cooking up that when he gets to Cali, they're gonna hit him with it. It feels like it. Feels like it. Or that might come later because they might be analyzing murders and shooting from a long time ago. Who knows? Based on the investigation that did, including conversations with other law enforcement agents and witness statements, Houston and Wilson, and by the way, here's the thing too about 3, right? 3 is here. It says, as described in footnote 1, due to significant concerns about witness safety. So again, they're admitting that there's a witness, right? They're literally admitting it. Said, according to open source reported witnesses, banks placed monetary bounty on Quando's life. And they say, as described in footnote 1, due to significant concern about witness safety, this affidavit does not provide the identity of these witnesses. So they're basically saying there's a witness, right? So the witness corroborate that banks put money on Quando's head. Okay. Whatever, including conversation with other law enforcement agents and witness statements, Houston and Wilson are associated with OTF. Lindsay and Jones are associated with other gangs in Chicago. Okay. It said the hitmen traveled using funds linked to banks. I know the following based on my review of LAPD police reports. So LAPD kind of conducted this, probably at the behest of some federal agent who probably was deputized or was running a task force there. The LAPD did reports, surveillance footage, bank and flight records. So they clearly did some subpoenas, either to like United or American Airlines or Southwest or whatever they fly, JetBlue. And they also got bank records, which you can imagine, hey, Chase, give that up. Get that up. Come on. All right, we the feds. They're not going to play around with that. Witness statements. We already know there's witnesses. And homicide detectives from the LAPD and federal investigations involved in this case. On August 18th, 2022, the day before Lil Pop's murder, OTF members learned of the location of TB from longtime OTF affiliate. Here we go, Chad. This is affiliate. So now we get a little bit more about co-conspirator 4. Remember I told you co-conspirator 4 seems like an LA nigga that is cool with them? Think about it. LA nigga cool with them, but he's not OTF. He's an affiliate, but he's not OTF. He's a longtime OTF affiliate. Who could that be? It shouldn't be that hard to figure out. The nigga lives in LA. The nigga's an affiliate of OTF, and it says long time affiliate. So he don't claim OTF, but he's been fucking with it for a long time, and he's probably from LA. Come on. We'll get back to that. After the OTF members learned of this, the following men took the one-way flight. So basically, I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. So they learned of the location of TB from longtime OTF affiliate co-conspirator 4. Co-conspirator 4 has got to be cooperating. He's telling, he's snitching. He has to be, because without him, this murder doesn't happen. He's the one who made the drop. He gave the call. So the day before, August 18, he basically called people saying, "Yo, check this out. Quando's staying here." If this is a conspiracy for murder and a conspiracy for murder for hire, how is he not charged? So it tells me this person is going to be rolling up in another indictment later on. And by the way, here's the thing too: he might be in cuffs already, and he's cooperating. We don't know. Now, I know some of y'all saying brick baby. That's, sometimes we find out that it's not the names we know, it's the name we don't know, or sometimes it might be something we don't really.
I am not rich as hell. I work hard. I scrape to get by. Donald Trump wants to give tax breaks to billionaires, but Kamala Harris has plans to cut taxes for working.
Yeah, man, they saying Lil Durk involved in another, you know what I'm saying, about D-Thing and all this stuff, and Fed's been looking at him for 2 years since 2022, and his homeboy been wearing a wire, or they trying to say that Jam ain't wearing a wire. Maybe he is. He trying to contact people that supposedly, I don't know if it's really him trying to contact people. But yeah, man, we go dig into it, man. At giving y'all the news about Durk, his latest case. He had a hearing in Miami. He supposed to send him to LA where he's supposed to have a hearing and see what's going on. Hopefully he can get like a pre-trial release or something. They ain't got enough evidence on him because they did pick him up because he was trying to flee the country, hop on them planes. But yeah,
he's locked up or he's cooperating, right? So we'll figure it out. Anyway, after OTF members learned of this, the following men took a one-way flight from Chicago to San Diego: Jones, Lindsay, Wilson, Houston, and co-conspirator 2, right? Remember co-conspirator 2, he's a OTF member as well. The one-way tickets from San Diego were purchased using an American Express. Come on, man. You gotta love that Amex card, man. The credit card ended in 2039 and in the name of co-conspirator 3. Now, remember, it's a business card, so it's in the co-conspirator 3's name, but the bank account is in Durk's name, right? Where the funds are coming from, or the actual overall umbrella account, right? Who's associated with OTF and banks based on the records from Apple. Oh, what the fuck? Apple. What? Now, I'm stopping there. I'm gonna tell you why. notoriously, Apple doesn't cooperate with law enforcement. They won't even help law enforcement crack into your phone. They've went to court about it, saying, "Hey, if we tell you how to crack into iPhones, we're releasing trade secrets that are going to give our competitors unfair advantage on us. So we're never going to tell you." So they don't really cooperate, but clearly they cooperated. Some. Let me stop before I get there. It says based on records from Apple. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Now, here's the thing. Notoriously, Apple won't let people, if your phone is locked, you got a passcode on it, they won't give like a master unlock code to the feds to just unlock any iPhone because they need their customers and the customers need to trust Apple. But here's the thing. If they get a subpoena for your iCloud, and here's the thing, Apple owns iCloud. They don't really guarantee you that they'll never let nobody into your iCloud. Make sense? Yo, we sell iPhones for a living. We always say Apple Music is cool. They sell some headphones, they sell some AirPods, but they make their money off of this right here, right? This right here is the money maker for Apple. They refuse, and they've gone to court, spent tens of millions of dollars in legal fees. They say they will not give the feds a master unlock code for any iPhone. And even if they're petitioned for any iPhone, they still will say you can't get it. This is why the feds use cops use to crack iPhones. I'm gonna tell you what they use. They use Cellbrite. Cellbrite is actually a whole company that they primarily work with law enforcement. Okay, they only work with law enforcement. And by the way, to try to combine a few stories that you guys could make sense of it, this is how Young Thug slipped under the radar before. Cellbrite, because Apple doesn't give nobody the keys to their phone. So Cellbrite, every time there's a new iPhone, they try to crack it, and apparently takes them about 6 months, like about 6 to 8 months to crack, or to be able to, it's not really crack, be able to get into the phone to get the data of every new iPhone. And it's a process every new iPhone. Thug back in the day, Young Thug cell phone, his cell phone was thrown out, right? Young Thug's cell phone was thrown out because when they seized Young Thug's phone back in the day, the cops couldn't get into it. Remember, Apple's not going to help get into the iPhone. Now, again, here's the tricky part. Your iCloud, they don't care about. I think they don't care about. But the phone they're not going to help you with. They go to Cellbrite. Cellbrite tells them, yo, we don't know how to get it. Thug has a new iPhone. So for all you criminals, I don't like giving you like advice, but if you ever want to skate on that technicality Thug skated on, make sure you're always getting the new iPhone because it takes the cops about 8 months to get into that bitch. You get what I'm saying? So like the new 16, was it 16 or whatever that just came out? Probably, I don't know if Cellbrite has cracked it yet, but like it's gonna take a while, right? Now here's the thing: you gotta get that phone suppressed before they get into it. That's the problem. The thing with Thug, because they couldn't get into the phone and they executed a search warrant, Brian Steele did a motion to squash and to quell the evidence, so it was quelled, and it was actually ordered that the phone should be returned to Thug since they couldn't get into it. They couldn't go to the judge and say, "Hey, judge, we can't get into it. We need more time for Cellbrite to finally figure it out." No, the judge ordered, "You guys can't find nothing. Give the phone back, whatever." They didn't give the phone back yet, right? So it wasn't ordered to give the phone back. It just said that, hey, we're going to squash all this evidence. But then Thug had to bring it to the court to get the phone back, actually. Anyway, they didn't get the phone back. Later, Cellbrite comes to Thug and says, yo, no, not Thug, comes to the prosecutors and say, we know how to get the phone now. So they get the phone, they find all type of incriminating shit on Thug, and they try to use it as evidence. But then Thug's lawyer said, yo, judge, you told them to give the phone back, and they went in the phone after the date you told them to give it back. Like, that's illegal. And essentially, whatever they found on the phone, which was supposedly bad incriminating shit, never could be used in court. That was a huge win for Young Thug. You know what I mean? Basically, the cops couldn't get into the phone quick enough, right? Before the judge suppressed it. Anyway, this is a little interesting story, but okay, cool. So based on records from Apple, I think this is iCloud. We'll figure it out. Definitely know it's not inside your phone. Now, keep in mind, you can send text messages that won't be on iCloud. Y'all know how iCloud works. So I'm gonna give you like a crash course on that. But some pictures might not save to iCloud. Some people have that setting where like you take a picture, it just backs up to the cloud. Some people might not have that option, right? So you're going to need to get in the actual phone to see what's on the device. But some shit might get to iCloud, and I guess that's part of the Fed's way of getting around it. Yeah, anyway, I know on that same day a number ended in 999595 also believed to be associated with banks sent a text message to co-conspirator 3 stating, don't book no flights under names involved with me. Based on a review of hotel records, I know that Grant, which is OTF Bonnie, paid for a room at the Sheraton Universal Hotel in Universal City. Now let's get to 4 because 4, where's 4 actually? 4, yeah. So this is where we get to find out what info. Oh my bad, I can't see it. I apologize for that. This is where you get to see the information for Apple right here. So 4, you read the footnote. It says facts associating this number with banks, including co-conspirator 3. So this is how they know it's his number. And Grant saving this number with the contact names associated with banks, which is Durk. And Durk self-identifying using this number in a February 2022 text message to another individual in Florida unrelated to this investigation. So he texted somebody saying, yo, this is Durk. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. Why don't we get to iCloud stuff yet? So, all right, whatever. So based on the hotel records, I know that Grant rented and paid for a room at the Sheraton Universal Hotel in Universal City, California on August 18, 2022, using an American Express card and bank's name ending in 1015. All right? Damn. What? Looked like he was using Durk's. The car was in Durk's name? No fucking way. Anyway. Jones, Lindsay, Wilson, Houston, and co-conspirator 2 stayed at the hotel the night before the co-conspirator stalked and attempted to kill Quando. Based on a review of the bank records, now they're into your bank records, 202, 2039, and 1015, credit cards were issued under an account belonging to OA and Astronaut Sounds LLC. Based on public information, I was about to Google it. I know that OA was Durk's. OA was Banks' manager in and around 2022.
I live in Michigan. I'm a 2-time Trump voter.
Yeah, but man, they trying to say Lil Durk wrapped up in this D thing. They trying to say the people that was at Lil Durk video shoot was involved in D thing, and they got a sealed indictment, and basically Durk got like some cooperations with them. Feds gotta have somebody giving us information, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna see what Act talking about that. I don't know how he's looking for Durk. He got another hearing coming soon.
Right.
Yeah,
Georgia's Secretary of State online corporation records show that Astronaut Sounds LLC was initially registered to OA in 2017. The request of the amendment that was filed in 2021 and the new manager, Banks, was added to the business. The bank records also show that Astronaut Sounds American Express account had 4 credit cards issued to 4 individuals. Banks, co-conspirator 3. You know, I'll tell you why I paused. I'll be open instead of being like mad cryptic. OA is the manager that I was dealing with. Because I was wondering, I was like, I hope he's not co-conspirator 3. Thank God he's not co-conspirator 3. So the manager I was dealing with for the interview, and the manager who I still talk to, the manager I even texted yesterday, that's OA, like 100%, right? But I remember reading this, I was like, I hope he's not like one of them. So he's not, all right. So OA is not okay. So, but still, co-conspirator seems like a guy who does, or a woman who does booking. So we got to figure out who co-conspirator 3 is. But OA, his manager, he's clean. Bet. A request. So he had a business account. He had a Durk as a manager, and that became pretty much the OTF account that they would book shit from. Okay, cool. Bank records show that they had an American Express account with 4 credit cards issued to Banks. Co-conspirator 3, Banks' father. Oh, okay. Which is DB. Let me see. Lil Durk father name. Dante Banks. Okay, Big Durk. So this is Big Durk. Okay, cool. And OA, which is the manager. Based on the review of the records from the private airplane company, I know that Banks and Grant flew on the same airplane from LA to Miami on August 16, 2022, and back to Los Angeles on August 18. The day before Lil Pop's murder, records from a rental company show Banks manager OA rented a house in Encino, California from July 2022 to 2020. July 1st, 2022 to August. I can't even speak. You know what the fuck? I'm like processing and reading and it's fucking me up. I'm sorry, chat. Records from a rental property show that Banks manager OA rented a house in Encino, California from July to October. Based on the investigators' review of the photographs of the interior of the Encino rental, I know that video footage from a August 18, 2022 podcast. Now that was Nelk. No, but this was on a boat. This is a boat, right? Now this is on a boat. What other podcast did he do? No, it's not me. It's not me, fool. We did our interview at the Waldorf, bro. Waldorf Astoria. It's not me, stupid. Look at y'all. Did you do another interview? I'm trying to figure out what interview. Yo, y'all trolling me. Did Durk do another interview? It's not Gillian Wallow. That was years before. And that was done in like Chicago or some shit. Does anybody know? It was an unreleased interview. It wasn't $1 million worth of game. It wasn't me. I think it was a white podcast or something like that. It wasn't no jumper. Oh my God. Impulsive. Oh, wait. Was it? No, I think he went to Impulsive. Now it's not Nelk because Nelk is Wait, did he do Impulsive? Let me look. Durk. No, they never had Durk. Nelk, full send. Durk. Yeah, Durk only did it once, and I was on a boat. You think Complex? Yeah, it probably was. Complex interview Durk. This is 4 years ago. No, not that. How about this? This is 2023. Don't ask why I'm obsessed over small details, chat. Don't ask. Okay, I don't know. All right. It was an Ebro interview? No, it wasn't. Ebro. Big Bang? Nah. Yeah, this was in June. But this is not the house. I'm trying to figure out what house you're talking about. I know that the video footage is from August 18th. By the way, this is a day before. So I guess he was going to LA to do a podcast. And the day before, when he's doing a podcast, they're finding Quando Rondo trying to kill him. That's crazy. Title podcast. Title podcast. I don't know. Maybe that interview never came out. August 18th. Yeah, I don't know. Nobody knows, right? He did one with the desk on Apple. Now, this said they like came to a house, an Airbnb he was staying at. The reason why I'm trying to look at it is to see, like, you know, like the background and shit and see what's going on. You think it was, no, it can't be with Ebro because the Ebro show was in June. This shit says July. No, it says August. Lil Durk 2022 interview. It's not this. I don't know. Genuinely don't know. What about this? Nah, this ain't it. Nick Cannon interview? Nick Cannon, Lil Durk. Nah, this is after. I think he still had those colored dreads. I think. I don't know. All right, we'll figure it out. So apparently, based on investigators' reviews of the photographs inside of the home, the Encino rental,
he says things like, "We've been left behind." But Paul Young is a multimillionaire from California. He tells us, "I will work for you." But Paul Young said he hasn't had to work.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
I know that video footage from an August 2022 podcast shows a host of the podcast with Banks where Banks appears to be inside the casino house. Yeah, we'll figure it out later. Okay. On the day of the murder, which is the next day, surveillance shows Quando, Lil Pop, and others leave their hotel in LA in a black Cadillac Escalade. And the surveillance video taken from numerous locations throughout LA, including TB's hotel, at the gas station where the murder occurred, showed that the vehicle followed the Escalade for hours. Damn, for hours? Oh my God, they followed the nigga for hours before the shoot. One vehicle was a white BMW, and the other one was a white Infiniti. Among other things, the surveillance video from the murder scene shows murder vehicle 2 parked in an alley behind the gas station where 3 shooters wearing black masks exit the vehicle, later identified as Jones, Lindsay, and co-conspirator 2, walked to the gas station and then opened fire on the Escalade. The shooters then ran back to the murder vehicle 2 and drove away. Murder vehicle 1 drove away from the area just minutes before the shooting. Approximately 50 minutes after the shooting, surveillance from the In-N-Out restaurant in LA shows Grant, Jones, and Wilson arrive in murder vehicle 1. The vehicle, so Grant, Jones, and Wilson, okay. The vehicle, or the video shows Lindsay, co-conspirator, arriving at In-N-Out in a black SUV. So they ditched the car. They ditched the car, clearly. Yeah. So one of the shooters, I think Jones, hops in the white car with them, and then these other 2, Lindsay and co-conspirator, get in a black SUV. So they try to switch cars, y'all. They try to switch cars. So they got rid of the white car. Jones, who was a shooter, hops in the car with Grant and so OTF Bonnie and OTF Diddy. And then the other dudes hop in a black SUV. So they must have had a black SUV just waiting somewhere. They hop in a black SUV, and so based on comparison with surveillance video showing the murder video from the In-N-Out restaurant, law enforcement identified, and by the way, let me just read this, which is 5. Where's 5? Anyway, it says based on the investigation, Grant was the primary driver of murder vehicle 1. As discussed above, in addition to driving the vehicle, Grant took steps to help facilitate the murder, including booking the hotel room for the hitman. Additional GPS data associated with murder vehicle 1 shows that the vehicle was parked outside the sporting goods store at approximately the time that 4 black ski masks matching the appearance of chat, your car snitching on you. Additionally, GPS data associated with the vehicle shows that the vehicle, don't tell me nigga, it wasn't a Tesla. I guess it was he was driving the BMW. BMW like will track your steps. Like I thought Teslas did that. Additionally, GPS data from the murder vehicle 1 shows that the vehicle was parked outside the sporting goods store approximately at the time when 4 black ski masks matching the appearance of those used by the shooters were purchased. Okay, cool. And it says that Lindsay, Jones, and co-conspirator 2 were the ones that opened fire and killed Pop. A few hours after the shooting, Jones, Lindsay, Houston, Wilson, co-conspirator 2 boarded a flight from San Diego to Chicago. Once again, the credit card was in the name of co-conspirator 3 that was used to pay for the one-way tickets. Banks books multiple international flights after law enforcement arrests multiple co-conspirators and executed search warrant at locations associated with OTF members. I know the following based on my conversation with other law enforcement agents involved in the investigation, my personal involvement in the investigation. In the early hours of October 24, 2024, law enforcement officers arrested Grant, Jones, Lindsay, Wilson, and Houston and executed multiple search warrants in the co-conspirator 2 is either locked up already or he's snitching, or he might be locked up and snitching. So they arrested everybody. They don't mention co-conspirator 2. So they executed a bunch of search warrants in the Chicago area, including a warrant to search the home of co-conspirator 3. Okay, so co-conspirator 3 telling. Yes, telling. If you only book some flights and the feds kick the door off the hinges and search your spot, and they say, hey, listen, we think you might not be down with the plan, but you did book these flights, you got to snitch, or else you're going to be charged in this indictment. You're snitching, right? So they executed a search warrant on the home of co-conspirator 3, who booked the flights. And this is why we think that co-conspirator 2 is locked up and already telling co-conspirator 3, who's just a booker, but she's already telling. Shortly after making these arrests and executing the search warrant on October 24, the FBI received notification from the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, CBP, they're going to call it, showing that Banks had been booked as a passenger on 2 international flights. One, a flight from Miami to Dubai, which is in the United Arab Emirates, which is UAE, and it will be doing a connecting flights from Doha, Qatar. It was scheduled to depart the evening of October 24 and a one-way flight from Fort Lauderdale to Switzerland. Wow, Fort Lauderdale, Switzerland. Jesus Christ. Connected via New Jersey. You can see these are last-minute bookings because there's connecting flights, and you can tell they are commercial flights because what private jet does connecting, right? So these are commercial flights, okay? Let's see. Also scheduled to depart early in the evening of October 24. Banks did not board that flight either, okay? So essentially, he booked 2 flights and board. It said, based on open research, I believe that the UAE does not have bilateral extradition treaty with the United States. Let me look at this. UAE extradition treaty with the U.S. Let's Google it and let's see. The United States and United Arab Emirates, United States and the United Arab Emirates, UAE, have a bilateral extradition treaty that expands the ability to extradite people and provide legal assistance. The treaty also includes agreements on interrogating suspects, seizing goods, and examining bank accounts. Okay, so it appeared that 2 years ago they signed a bilateral agreement enhancing law enforcement cooperation. So the UAE. So based on open source research, I believe that they don't have one. It's literally on justice.gov that they do. So I don't know. This agent looked like they might be misinformed based on their research, but okay. And then, so that was the one to Dubai, and then the other one was going to Switzerland. It says extradition to and from the United States. Blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. All right, let's look for Switzerland though. Extradition treaty, Switzerland, USA. The United States and Switzerland have an extradition treaty that was signed in Washington in 1990. The treaty main purpose is to standardize and update the conditions and procedures for extradition between two countries. It's also significantly expanded to the number of extraditable offenses. The treaty requires Switzerland to grant extradition in the following circumstances: that the offense is punishable under Switzerland's own law.
Yeah, we gonna have to dive back more into that little Durk case, man. For now, we gotta dive into Big Baby. It's a Big Baby, man. They say he lied about his case, man. Why is he around, man? Brick lied about his case. Why is he around, man? You know what I'm saying? They say he got caught, tried with controlled substance, man. I don't know about this. They trying to say they don't know about this. Saying they don't know about this case this dude got, man. They had Reggie Wright, Remo, Flacco, Black 100, White Cash. You know I'm saying 600. I'm saying Reggie Wright Jr. I'm saying Death Row affiliate, Black 100. Yeah, Flacco on there, Remo. I'm saying Ghost, different cloud taster, and then my boy Cash, who, like I said, 600 right when he brought all these people up around pound to talk about a few topics.
He's gonna shoot you. You can't go to my house disrespecting me.
I don't know about that though, Ruger, man. I don't know. You gotta stay your ground, Ruger, man. You gotta be starting that, bro. But they playing Ruger. Ruger like he ain't.
You got a little pressure from your boy. Did he call you and say, "Hey, homie, you freeze your mouth"? I don't even know why he put that up. And I heard him say, "I don't know why he put it up, but it's been up for a while. He never told you to take it down."
Listen, look. So I did talk to Brick about the video months ago, and me and Brick came to an understanding that he was cool with the video being up. So I don't think Brick is tripping on the video being up. But I'm gonna say this though. Brick did provide some pretty good defense. He said, "Yo, I was in jail in 2020, so how could I have been the one who was on the phone?" Flacco.
What does 2020 have to do with it? 2020 ain't got nothing to do with that, boy. The body happened in 2022. Most much before you get the interview.
Hey, no story. But the co-conspirator who gave the drop apparently was on the phone call that Lord Durk dropped the bag in Final Man, and that's what place 2020.
We don't know nothing about that. This says the co-conspirator number 4, the local guy that called the Chicago dudes a day prior and told the dude was in town. He knew what I'm telling you.
2023. I don't know what 2020 got to do with it.
Yeah.
Well, you want to bet 50K?
Hell no. Listen up, bro. I'll be clear here right now, bro. I don't trust no nigga on earth enough to where I'll bet 50,000, bro. You feel me?
We want to know why the facts right, Flacco.
Hey. I never had the stance of Brick Baby was involved. I always said this though. I do believe though.
You said it yesterday, no?
It was a criminal ball, right? I do believe that it was a criminal ball. But do I feel like that criminal Brick Baby? Nah, man.
You had no idea what he was talking about when he brought it up.
Yeah. At that time, I had.
You didn't know that we all thought it was a drug deal.
I was always told. Listen, I was always told, man, Durk can be involved because the shooters skipped over Quando and shot Lil Pop. So if the Quando that Durk was after, then why would the shooters miss Quando?
Yeah, but as we see, nobody skipped over nothing. They got out 18 times, and him and the other chick just happened to, God was with him.
Hey, but hey, listen though. But though, well, what I can't stand though is people on social media saying free Durk. Hey, bro, listen, yo, I've been celebrating. I don't drink. I've been drinking wine the last 12 days. I am ecstatic and happy that nigga in jail. And not only am I happy that
what you talking about, bro?
What Durk in jail, right?
Wait up. You saying you ecstatic and happy that Durk's in jail?
I am happy Durk in jail, but also too, I feel like Durk being in jail is gonna save hip hop. And here's why, okay? Right? Look, here's why. Now listen, these rappers for the last 2 decades have been under this trance of, as long as I drop the bag and don't get involved, I can continue to pay for hits and lead the niggas I grew up with to a jailhouse or to the cemetery. Now these rappers are saying, okay, Lil Durk in jail. Hey nigga, if you use your hip hop wealth front to lead the niggas who you grew up with to a jailhouse, nigga, you gotta go there too. And I'll be real, bro. Durk done let too many niggas to a jailhouse, bro.
Reggie, answer that.
Rocco, you sound like you taking the position an ex-cop to be taking, man.
Hold on, Reggie. I'm gonna say you sound like you.
Hey, I told y'all on the video I did yesterday. Y'all know anything about me? I believe in retaliation and an eye for eye. I might not get you that day, but I'm gonna get you. That's just me.
Reg, we've seen what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers sending them out there, then when they get twisted.
Man, niggas a grown man. It ain't like you put no battery in nobody back. You let people making choices.
Nah, wait.
Niggas making choices.
Reg, how many phone calls we used to get after you left, or you was pretty good on your watch to try to get it done about what's up with the attorney?
Oh, you better do that. That's why Michael Vick got, in trouble and all of that. You better do that.
You know what I'm saying? So
but
I don't wish Durk in jail though.
I don't wish
Flacco. I think Flacco. You might mean that, but
I mean, listen. Wait. Though, here, listen. Wack 100 taught me, hey, if you gonna play the streets, right? Don't be using my religion. Listen, don't be using my religion, right? To game the system and get a key to the city, right? Get a fucking Grammy, because you letting them folks know, hey, bro, I'm a reform nigga. I'm a Muslim now. All my life, got a fake Grammy, all that shit, got a key to the city. Nah, nigga, is you a Muslim or you a gang member? You can't be both. And I'm saying,
Flacco.
Yo, Ghost, I mean,
Flacco, you really feel like his religion got something to do with him getting a key to the city?
Oh,
absolutely.
No,
it don't, useless thing, right?
That's the big new bang, 600.
He got the key to the city because of his organization.
But I know some Muslims, they don't play that. Once you transfer to that, you take your shahada, or however you do it, that's out. They don't
So these Muslims give him bad names.
He's saying he didn't use this. What he say? Flacco said, correct me wrong, Flacco. He didn't utilize the strength of the streets to get the rep and the popularity and the fans and the money. Once everybody went to jail and got twisted, now I'm this and I'm that, I'm over here, I ain't doing that. Yeah. Everybody that did all the work is doing the time are left in the streets to deal with the heat. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, that nigga had the nerve to tell OTF Jam, I ain't got bill money for you, nigga. Nigga, who the fuck is you? You the rap nigga. Right? Yo, listen up, bro. Durk's hair got so gassed up by this Muslim and this Peter City and this Grammy, bro. Ever since Lil Durk won that Grammy, nigga, Durk been acting different to the killers, bro. But
Flacco,
it's good there right now, bro.
Flacco, you got to chill for a minute, bro, because you saying that Durk didn't pay Jam bail or whatever. You don't know if that's facts, bro. And you've been putting out a lot of fake content lately, so you might be wrong, bro.
Hey,
have you been researching any of this info you've been putting out on the OTF case?
Here, wait though,
because you know that was the wrong mail lady that you put up there, right?
I got one thing wrong, and that was the picture, but the story ain't changed. You feel me? Right? The story ain't changed.
You still got it up there.
OTF baby mama was still a government employee that Lil Durk paid to get killed. It's the same.
Hold on, Flacco.
Right?
But what proof do you have that Durk paid to get her killed? Where you get that from?
On Durk, bro.
Huh?
How did you put that body on Durk?
Hey, listen. I don't know nothing for a fact. I'm just saying, bro. The streets believe it, right? Both situations believe it. And I'm saying, hey, nigga, I want to believe it, bro.
So why was
Jam beating his father saying getting out, bro? I want to be a kid.
No, but on your post, Flacco, you said that the feds is looking at them for that. How do you know the feds is looking at Durk for that?
No.
Where you get that from?
This is what we gotta say.
Hey, no,
Flacco is not no
wow.
No, but listen. Flacco's not a street dude.
We keep giving him a pass for that, though.
Civilian, square, who got his feelings based on whatever way it is. So you can't
But I'm
expect
saying
him.
no
We can't put nobody on nobody.
Yeah,
For him,
are you saying that Jam knew this and he got out intentionally to wear the wire for retaliation?
wait though, right? Wait though. Again, I don't even think that Jam like wore a wire because it doesn't even make sense, right? Because Jam got out March of 2022 and then went like back to jail in 2023. So like the wire shit, I don't think so. But I do believe though, you feel me, right? That Jam went to jail, bill wasn't being paid, Jam flipped on niggas, Durk found out and popped, you feel me? And like the family. And also too though, listen, and here's why I have a personal bias, right? Now I don't know what their intentions was. You feel me, right? Because again, I'm not allowed to snitch on a 100 show flow, right? 600 loose cannon. Feel me, bro? I can't snitch. But Durk sent some niggas for me, right? And if Durk will send some niggas for a blogger after an interview, you mean to tell me, bro, that Durk won't send niggas for somebody who is allegedly
Wait, you sent some people for who? For you?
Yeah, Duty Low and Chief all kids and Melrose look for me, right?
Who told you that?
No double told me. And it's on camera too.
There are other ideas for local delivery. Then there's Uber Direct.
One of the disturbing, very disturbing, and blatant abuses of government in Project 2025 is the idea that they want to track women's pregnancies. They
5-minute warning for Tyler. Sounds good.
Yeah, but Duty Low and Chief Walk came to No Jumper asking for them talking about what's that shit I'm saying about Lord Durk in them interviews. You feel me?
So that from that day on, you've been having an issue with Durk because of that.
Absolutely.
What makes you think Durk said it? How you know they didn't take it apart?
Hold on. My phone was. You said they trying to kill you, though, Flacco? Or what?
No. Wait. Sorry, right? I said I don't know.
You stretching it a little bit because I'm the one who told you that niggas want to holler at you, but you making it seem like niggas want to kill you.
Again, if the killers come looking for me, nigga, if the killers come looking for me after an interview, right, want to have a Lord Durk, nigga, they came to kill me.
Hold on, Flacco. Let's clear that up. Wook and Duty Low are rappers who are signed to OTF. They are not killers. They have not been charged in this case. They are rappers who are signed to OTF. Let's not put that on them, Flacco.
Hey, can we stop talking about the killing though? Like, come
on.
Yeah,
listen. Flacco, if nobody wants to do something to you, if they did, Flacco, they did something to you. You need to chill out. So, Ray, I'm reading the paperwork, right? And it looks to me like I don't think any of the 5 people told the feds that Durk dropped the bag. I don't think of them. I think that came from something prior. I think they already got that from somewhere else because they keep making reference to that. But I don't think it was any of the people that said that. I think their time, what they knew to what happened.
Yeah. It don't seem like it. I really don't have no information on it, so I ain't gonna comment too much on that. I got another subject I want to talk about that you had me to research. I got a little information on, so I'll wait till I get. Yeah.
No, this is breaking news.
Oh.
What happened? The Brick Baby told us, he told me on Clubhouse that he had a DA reject for the AK-47 case he called June 2023.
All right.
I
can honestly tell y'all, there was no gun arrest. That he only got charged with 11-350 AH&S. Y'all know what that is? A possession of a controlled substance.
Wait, hold on.
I can honestly tell y'all on that date.
Wait, and that's on June 23rd.
And that's on everything I love. That's on my word, my name.
Red, okay, Reggie. I need to ask.
I think it was June the 19th or June or something like that. June, whatever the date, June the 23rd, whatever the date is.
Make some sense of this. If the police come to your house and the feds warrant the search, LAPD and the feds for devices and guns, and they
I think it was actually a task force on 600.
And they find the AK-47, bro. And on your paperwork that you pulled, there's no mention of the AK-47 or the phone.
All I'm saying is, if he's saying that he got arrested and he went to Compton Courthouse, all I'm saying is the case that they put on you, that's on the record, on his rap sheet, is 11-350 H&S. No 1-2021, no 1-2025, no I don't even know the feds codes or any of that for weapons. If a weapon was taken out of their house,
He said they took an AK-47.
Okay, let me be a conspirator, or let me speculate. Wonder if have anybody asked this? Because y'all know those dudes that want to get on the plane with no weapon, right? Have you ever thought about maybe he's the one, or when they went there, they got that gun?
We don't. Come on, we already ahead of that, Greg.
Oh, did y'all? Okay.
I had you do one thing. I intentionally asked you to do one thing.
Only thing at Compton Courthouse.
I told you to research Compton Courthouse.
Correct.
He said it was 2 agencies there. LAPD or sheriff, which he lied, is Compton. LAPD and the feds. So that courthouse is in the feds. And he still yet to have a court date. And who is investigating this little Durk game? And the co-conspirator number 4, a dude from LA.
Well, I know that's a task force that was doing that, because I know the LAPD cop that was on that case, right? Now, because that was a big case, that was, and we know who I was working that got a big name that deals with all the rap stuff. So you know who I know. So all I can just say is, on that date, only thing he got arrested and went to the court for was a possession of controlled substance.
Which means he beat Adam out of the 10 grand. That ain't no $10,000.
And that make bail for, that's what the bail is for, possession of cocaine or controlled substance. Well, at least when I was around, with 10 G's.
Yo, look,
so that makes sense.
What's going on?
He ain't never shown his bill.
Hey, but listen,
I'm telling you, I guarantee, I put this on my name that he got arrested for 11350 H&S.
Hey, Cookie Butts. Listen, I know you're gonna watch this, but listen, you got to be more careful, because somebody in your circle is telling me everything.
I mean, bro, I personally sent Reggie his first and last and his date of birth. Doesn't he like January something?
January 6th.
Some shit.
January.
Yeah. So he did say the feds and LAPD was there. Reg pulled the Compton court. Rick Baker told us it was Compton court. He told us it was a DA reject. Reggie, if it was a reject, would you have seen that? Would they have told you that?
And when he got on his raps. Well, you can get a DA reject on your raps. You can get a DA reject on your raps. And to be honest, I didn't ask my person. He gonna send it to me. He didn't want to text it to me. He gonna give it to me. So I'll get it within a few days. But he just told me that all he got arrested for that day was 11350 H&S, and I was looking for a gun.
Everybody catch this. Everybody in the YouTube stream catch this. Before you get a DA reject, you got to get the charge.
Yeah.
Right? He was never charged with the AK-47.
Not in state court. I gotta say, not in state court. Not in state court. Yes. Not in state. Federally, I don't know.
That paperwork he was shown was state.
Yeah, but he telling us he got a DA reject. Yo, Luke, that's crazy in your background. He said that he got a DA reject out of Compton court. I believe that AK is over there with the fake.
Correct. That's what I believe.
Who knows? That's what I believe. When they catch you with guns like that, because of what that kid DA been doing, they've been passing it to the feds.
Yeah.
So why he know he got the 600? That go back to you. He told you the feds talked to him. They told you what?
You understand? I'm with Rick at this time. I was his favorite to bring it back to the hood. He's telling me everything that's going on, so I know what's going on with the case and all everything else. So he's telling me, man, the feds be on all your videos, bro. They like, man, those Joe give us a tour of the hood every day.
He telling
me they watch all your videos. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, huh? Why watch my video? Like, whatever. But he's like, yeah, bro. They found the chop. I'm like, okay. So I didn't really think nothing of it because, like I told you, my whole sense with him at that point was he never told before this. So I just assumed that he was in some hot grease and he had whatever he had coming from the legal system. So I never even followed up on till time started going by. Like, nigga, what's up with that case? He started going around it. You know
no, 600. Your first red flag was when he started telling you the feds was telling him about Big U.
Oh, so that's what he told me. He like, bro, Big U on fire, bro. It's ugly for Cuz. They want Cuz in jail. They got a RICO on him. I'm like, yeah. He like, no, but you ain't got nothing to worry about. It's a Big U RICO, not a 6-0 RICO. Everybody who you can deal with. They tied Cuz to a hot one out the way. I'm like, oh, it's ugly. I'm like, damn.
That's the thing the family.
Hey, Flocka, you see what we be saying? The nigga Booker must be just talking crazy. Just
Flocko, now remind him saying he got a DA reject. You heard it, Flocko. He didn't expose it. I'm gonna read my report. Pass it to Reggie. Reggie looked into it. Compton court. Reggie Compton, ex-law enforcement. You know everybody. So, Flacco, what
But
did
just a few months ago, he talking about kill squad outside. Y'all need to chill out. I still got open fake case.
He got more faults than I got squabbles. Y'all
Right.
remember that?
He just said
Hey,
y'all gotta chill out.
y'all know if you got an open fan case and you have a free trial, that nigga, and no disrespect, 'cause I kind of like the little nigga, you know how he comes across. I don't know him, but he always on perk, right? And
he was driving
he can't even drink when you have a free trial.
He was driving around on live, flashing burners with open fan case on him.
Last few times I seen him, he barely stand up.
Nah, he was looking for pension.
Yep, that's a fact. I seen that video. Hey, Flacco, so let me ask you this, Flacco. With the information you just found out, because you was on that live and Big Baby lied to you as well, right? Why do you feel like he lied about the case? What do you think could be going on?
Hey, man, hey, I don't have no comment. I gotta go back to no jumper.
You got comments about Lil Durk?
Yeah, of course.
Lil Durk did something to the mail, ain't he?
Right, you can't be biased, Flacco. You got to speak about it. That's what you got to say your opinion, bro. Speak your mind.
I have a bias towards coworkers I have to see every day. Yeah.
You ain't have a bias when you made the video saying he was involved in Quando looked at murder. You ain't have a bias here.
Okay, let's get Remo. Remo, what's up? You
heard him tell us. Never got the charge in Captain Court. He also told us 2 agencies were there, LAPD and the Fed. So that means this AK-47 is over there in the That means an illegal firearm in the state of California.
Yeah, I think it's appropriate for Brick to get his paperwork and to clear some of this shit up. I feel like I think he said on Monday he was gonna get the paperwork, right?
Yeah.
Listen, he said he gonna get
tomorrow Wednesday.
He already know he gonna paperwork in Captain Court. He just didn't all go already.
Hey, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
All right, now listen.
It's over.
Let's move on to Tory Lanez.
Hey, can I just say something to Flacco though? Right quick, Flacco. Stop talking about that little Durk thing, man, because you're gonna be in a court situation you don't want to be in. That's it from my team, bro.
You gotta stand. It get deep. See now.
Yeah, stop talking about that shit.
Rondo cut you all the way off after that situation. Look at that.
What did Quando say to Vlad?
Oh, Vlad, I'm gonna put it out here. But Vlad, where right now? Vlad asked him straight up. Like, what's up with Big E, man? Listen. Anyway, shout out to Big E, man. That's my hope. You know, I got him on the show. Real stand up kid.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just saying, Tookie Wells, he resigned.
He didn't respond to it. He didn't even acknowledge that dude was even in the question.
Yeah, man. Looking at this, I'm over here looking at my background on.
In a world that increasingly values efficiency over soul,
they talking about Big Baby. He lied about his case. They said he had a firearm case. They couldn't find no firearm case. It was in the Compton court. But yeah, it ain't looking good for Big Baby, man. He just lying about his case. They saying, why is he around, man? Rick lying about his case. Why is he around, man? You know what I'm saying? He talking about Big E and all, man.
Rondo, we talked.
I know, that's why I played that.
So what did he tell you?
Nasty.
He figured it out. That's why he did it.
No, he knows everything. But the thing is, he don't want me to speak because it's still an open case with Durk. So he don't want his name to be tied to nobody that could get somebody, you know.
Gotcha.
Let the people work.
Well,
Brick is working.
Brick, we got you on the grill. We're gonna keep you on the grill. We passed your information to Mr. Reggie Wright. I thought it was appropriate. You said Compton Court, registered Compton. You got a long history in Compton Courts, Compton Streets. He checked it out. He was never charged in Compton Court. So you telling us you got a DA reject in Compton Court? Yeah.
Let's go back.
He don't want me to speak because it's still an open case with Durk.
You just didn't know I was gonna call Rick.
Hey, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
All right, now listen.
It's over.
Let's move on to Tory Lanez.
Hey, can I just say something to Flacco though? Right quick, Flacco. Stop talking about that little Durk thing, man, because you're gonna be in a court situation you don't want to be in. That's it from my team, bro.
You gotta stand. It get deep. See now.
Yeah, stop talking about that shit.
Rondo cut you all the way off after that situation. Look at
what did Quando say to Vlad?
Oh, Vlad, I'm gonna put it out here. Vlad, right there. Vlad asked him straight up. Like, what's up with Biggie, man? Listen.
Anyway, shout out to Biggie, man. That's the whole. You know, and that other show. We'll stand up there.
Yeah, for sure. But, bro, I'm just saying, Scotty Tookie Wells, he resigned.
He didn't respond to it. He didn't even acknowledge that dude was even in the question. What's up with you? Oh, I'm just saying,
You know the crazy part about it?
He resigned.
Me and Quando Rondo, we talked.
I know, that's why I played that. So what did he tell you?
Nasty.
He figured it out. That's why
No, he knows everything. But the thing is, he don't want me to speak because it's still an open case with Durk. So he don't want his name to be tied to nobody that could get somebody, you know.
Gotcha.
Let the people work.
Well,
Rick is working.
Rick, we've been having you on the grill. We're gonna keep you on the grill. We passed on information to Mr. Reggie Wright. I thought it was appropriate. You said Compton Court, registered Compton. He got a long history in Compton Courts, Compton Streets. He checked it out. He was never charged in Compton Court. So you telling us you got a DA reject in Compton Court? You never got the charge. You got a drug charge. But that means the feds got that case, and the feds is on this Durk case, and number 4 is still there. And we think they might have tapped you on your shoulder. No. And we think you might be cooperating.
But you know the crazy part? We got Flacco and we got Remo. The two niggas that we think that's gonna speak and tell the world what they are really thinking. You get what I'm saying about Puka Butts? But over here they quiet. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, I just told you what I said. Remo told my thing about Robert Knight. He said, I'm not going to say that. I didn't say that. You know what I'm saying? But now when it comes to him, you ain't got that. I just said, nigga. I said more than one Flacco. I think Brick need to get this paperwork and, you know what I'm saying, get it up for everybody. Hell no, he doesn't. Hey, listen up, bro. I'm Brick baby, man, right? Listen, bro, because I know how this shit works, yo. The minute you show a little, there's gonna be more inquiries about some more shit, bro. He showed me a little. Just ignore it. Let it go. I think it's past that though. He went on academic stream with 40,000-50,000 people and had a whole conversation about paperwork. So now it's a thing where everybody's looking like, all right, so what's going on? Remo, who you think the ones that baited him in? Who you think it all went bad? Who you think he should have refrained from talking to? He shouldn't have hopped on the act string. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? He should just stayed away from it. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah. But at the end of the day, Brick saying he ain't got shit to do with nothing. So I'm giving Brick the benefit of the doubt. This paperwork he showed. That's not ex-con with a gun. This the paperwork.
That's the paperwork he charged Adam for.
Yeah. That paperwork to ex-con with a gun. That's what he got no booking down there in Compton Court. Yo, he gotta be in the feds. It was the feds. He got raised by the feds. I talked to him every day.
That's the paperwork he showed.
Maybe this is something for the feds.
Well, the feds not gonna take you to Compton Courthouse, dog. That's only the state. Feds now they gonna take you to.
They go downtown.
They gonna take you downtown.
So that's the paperwork. That's the paperwork he showed in regards to what's going on right now. So then, what's the paperwork he said he was gonna get on Monday?
He lied. It ain't no paperwork.
He ain't gonna get no paperwork.
He's supposed to get the DA recheck on Monday.
All right, DA recheck. So they're gonna get the DA recheck. He was never charged in Compton Court to be a DA recheck.
Like I said, the only thing on that particular date under that name was 11/3/50 H&S.
Bro, well, he didn't even go to jail for substance.
Why would he?
I don't know. I didn't ask if it was filed or because they didn't send you the class. They didn't send you the diversion.
Atlanta, Florida. Florida Lane. Did you read some of that appeal?
I got it up right now. What
are you looking like? I seen him say that his attorney was trying to rock nation.
Right. There's a lot of things on Kelsey in here, though.
On Kelsey, wait. What do you mean? They're saying Kelsey anything.
Give me 1 second. Let me find this paragraph.
Well, we do know that they got to review it. Like, man, it looked like they got to review it. They accepted his appeal.
Yeah, I didn't catch that.
Background is screaming.
Tory filed an appeal. I figured me personally, I know the tape out there. If the tape is in there, he got asked to coming home to staying here. But I figured that 4 years gun enhancement, I think he had actually get that off. But then that's still sitting in the category, right? So filed an appeal. I seen something about his representation
was tied to Rock Nation. It's a Turk. I think it's trying to get a whole person.
He's trying to say that attorney Sean Mallory was tied to Rock Nation. I think Sean Mallory, he denied it. He put out a statement. They said that because I think he's producing a TV show called Reason.
Yeah, man, they was trying to say Brick, man. He lied about his case while he around, man. They talking about Tory Lanez, a little bit that Tory Lanez. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, Brick, why you lie about your case, brother? Why you lie about your case, brother? You know what I'm saying? Man, they was trying to say Brick, man. He lied about his case while he around, man. They talking about Tory Lanez, a little bit that Tory Lanez. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, Brick, why you lie about your case, brother? Why you lie about your case, brother? But yeah, we go dig to the street lords. We go into the street lords. They talking to Trey Carter, Hitman from Street Lords. You know what I'm saying? Cheddar Boys, White Pack. Up for Debate TV, man. Shout out to Up for Debate TV. We gonna dig into this content with them. But if you go to change.org and sign my petition so I can stay free. Stay free, man.
Knowledge of the events was transpired in early morning hours of September 18, 2004, continuing up to May 2005, have been promised to a person committed doing an in-depth documentary on Wipeout and the Cheddar Boys for the purpose of setting the record straight. Even then, I would mention no one by name. Again, this is a favor to a friend, and I am receiving no monies. I can't offer the thirsty a drink, nor can I get a petty purpose. Though I can clear up a few misconceptions. I've never worked for Wipeout in any capacity. I'm the big homie. I'm not a boy and never have been. When I rap, it requires a bag and a body to help. While I know the little guy that is so often talked about, he and I bumped into each other a time or two. In fact, just saw him a little over 2 years ago. Like me, he didn't want to talk about the past, but we have not, nor will we ever be friends. White was, is, and will forever be family. As for Juan, Dewan Rand, we've spoken twice that I recall. He appeared an ambitious entrepreneur, very focused. Maybe one day he and I can share some bullet points about life after incarceration to assist others. As for Darnell, shortly after Wipeout was murdered, I had an occasion to meet the once-in-a-lifetime generational talent, Mr. Blade Icewood. You know, every tear my mama shed. In fact, I think I may have been one of the last persons to see him before he was paralyzed. Needless to say, both young men were victims of tragic violence. But because someone's granddaddy got in their feelings, they're using these senseless tragedies to bring up the past. Does anyone see how wrong this shit is? As for the reason the statement seemed to be necessary, someone I called played a recording of a man accusing me of all manner of illegal shit. And a lot of these little lames in here, in prison, run around running their mouth, dick riding, jumping on the coattail, or I should say the long tail of a rat, and don't know what the fuck they talking about. Anyway, they say his name is Jesse James. I was confused. The white bandit and bank robber of the 1800s. Thought he was dead.
We gonna jump back into that content. I'll bring y'all a little bit more from Ray J and Whack 100 Academics. Ray J called in and said he got into a fight with Chris Brown and Diddy's son.
Chris Brown stuff, his interviews, how he came up as a kid and all this. And then you had these chicks.
Oh, he got into a fight with Diddy's son. Yeah, Ray J got into a fight with Diddy's son. He about to fight Diddy's sons. They about to jump in the LA club and Chris Brown had to jump in and stop it.
Or women battering women this. But after they tell all the stories, each women, each female, at the end of it, with no voice, the letters go up and says, after thorough investigation, nothing was there, no charges was brought. So if you get up and go to the bathroom in the middle of watching it and come back and miss that, you're going to see Chris Brown get that. Chris Brown do it.
Okay. Where's the part that oh no, never mind. I skipped past it. Sorry.
Ray J. No. Listen. Now, everybody been calling me, and you know until you call me, I feel like there's no big deal. All right. So I'm talking to these older homies. They talking about the cold is trying to rush, and I'm like, what are you talking about? They tried to rush you in Miami?
In LA, nigga.
Where?
Bro, you know I'm not gonna call y'all because this can go somewhere else. And I'm like, they got the club, dog.
But dog, you didn't have Donut there with you?
Nobody did.
So how many of them was it? 2, 3, what?
I don't know, like 8.
Oh, so it was them and 8.
That nigga, yo, them Combs brothers told y'all to stop saying no Diddy. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that no Diddy shit was gonna fly. That's all for that now.
Man, we still
Christian
saying no
Combs
Diddy, man.
in the club with you
Yeah,
talking about.
no Diddy.
He gonna Harlem shake his way to slap the shit out of you for saying no Diddy. Get out of here, nigga. Now I know where this is coming from. This is coming from Ray J, Diddy. He's been doing some interviews, and they've been asking him about Diddy. Where's the interviews at? Yeah.
Let's get into the Diddy situation. Okay. Everybody's flipping out. Nobody knows what to do. Nobody's saying nothing. I know I did the first interview on News Nation, and now I see a whole lot of interviews coming after. Are you guys waiting for somebody to like be the front runner to speak out and to say what they feel? Because I'm not scared. Are there?
You not scared? Now when Christian Combs roll up on you.
You know I'm not gonna call y'all because this can go somewhere else. And I'm like, they got the club, dog.
What, dog? You didn't have Donut there with you?
I got nobody with you, dog.
So how many of them was it? 2, 3, what?
I don't know, like 8.
Oh, so it was them and 8, and they tried to rush you for real.
Yeah, but don't put this up, blood.
Nah, it's going out.
Nah,
It's just going out, dog. Like, fuck this now. So my question to you is, can I put the other stuff out that we've been knowing about?
Nah, they too young like that. Like I moved away from it. Like,
huh?
I tried to talk some sense into like what happened, but I'm saying luckily the homie Chris is here.
What Chris?
Chris Brown, bro. Wait, don't put this shit up online.
Nah, what's this out for?
Don't put this online. It's already online. Whack! You learned it, bro.
Them niggas. It's going up. It's already online. It's online. If the nigga tried to rush you and you ain't told me shit. It's everywhere, nigga. It's everywhere. That the niggas tried to rush you. They ain't say they put their hands on you. I just said the little homie gonna squabble up. I thought it was just one. Now you telling me them and 8 niggas. So it's on.
Yeah, but it don't need to be like that.
Nah, that's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. All right, so I'm gonna call you when I get back tomorrow. I'm gonna pull up on you. All right. They tried to get the little.
Yeah, but what they hot as fire drinks right now. Leave those niggas alone.
Man, I don't give a fuck how hot they is.
They hot.
Damn. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Chris Brown, no, that nigga better than me. This is time. Hey, listen, that nigga's fighting mad lawsuits. It's time to sue. Yo, I'm suing. God damn it. Diddy's sons forming like Voltron to whip niggas' asses. Holy shit.
They hot. Nigga, we run into you, nigga. If we run into you, act like it's 1995.
Yeah. Very hot though.
God damn. Christian Combs like that?
I got nobody with you, dog.
So how many of them was it? 2, 3, what?
I don't know, like 8.
Oh, so it was them and 8, and they tried to rush you for real.
Yeah, but don't put this up, blood.
Nah, it's going out.
Nah, bro.
It's going out. So my question to you is, can I put the other stuff out that we've been knowing about?
Nah, they too young like that. Like I moved away from it. Like,
huh?
I tried to talk some sense into like what happened, but I'm saying let's see the homie Chris is here.
What Chris?
Chris Brown, bro. Wait, don't put this shit up online.
No, it's out. Fuck them niggas. It's going up. It's already online. It's online. If the nigga tried to rush you and you ain't told me shit.
Okay, here's the TMZ articles. I guess it was. So TMZ ran this article. Diddy's sons attempted to fight Ray J. Diddy's sons were ready to get in an all-out fist fight with Ray J at a recent Halloween party, but put their plans on pause because of an unexpected hero. Sources tell TMZ the Rap 3 moguls' sons, Christian, Quincy, and Justin, got into a heated face-off with Ray J outside of influencer Tara Electric unruly agency Halloween bash in Los Angeles over the weekend. And we're told when the party wrapped up, Ray J made his way to the parking lot with his crew, Amber Rose, and manager, but was confronted by Diddy's 3 sons. Like, I imagine they confronted that nigga like it was the 3 Migos, nigga. The 3 Migos confront Joe Budden. Migos versus nigga. I imagine they stood up like this.
Yo, which one, yo?
Ray J said, "Don't put that out, man." But Ray J didn't got into it with Diddy's son. Wax said, "Man, nah, man, it's on shit." I didn't see that part of the live. Yeah, man, I said, yeah, I'm gonna jump back into this content with these street lords, Dawgfacetv, J Cole.
But not so famous Detroit rapper and ass. His government name isn't James Sylvan Williams, is it? Because I got paperwork of a guy who came to prison in the late 2000s and claimed he and I were enemies and had authorities place a separation order in my file, which kept me up north for 7 years. Nah, can't be the same guy. Because the brother I was hearing going through a profanity-laced gangster rap seemed like he was drowning water, crippling sticks, and killing concrete. He claimed to be waiting to do harm to me outside a car wash. No self-respecting Detroit bad guy would ever go on social media and incriminate himself. Is this guy from Iowa? No, they can't be one and the same. Because the guy on Facebook attacking another guy who was once supposed to be his man sounded like a broke bitch by definition standards, you know? A poor, weak, contemptible man. Him sounded jealous and hurt. Him has a horrible imitation of a man. This man, I use the word loosely, does not know me and has never exchanged any words with me. I've never met Jesse James. No, not me. Me, a man who is without doubt a contradiction about that action. What JJ is doing is informing to any law enforcement personnel who follows him or any follower connected to him on social media. JJ, if you were truly cut like the image you project, we would have met by now. You would have made sure of it. We could have sat in or outside a bar and exchanged 100-round shots of tequila. I could have introduced you to my 45-year-old girlfriend, Kimber, and let you dance the night away with her. But you seem angry. Type of guy who doesn't know a good time until you're hit in the head with it twice. But that mouth is smart, sending words from a distance like a sniper, hoping someone with a badge with 3-letter credentials is listening. You know, they call that one tell, one conviction. If you were your mouth, I'd be dead and alive. You know, natural life and all. Either that or came twice already. Because, baby, you working that throat. But you know, that nigga's tough. Mo, washed up and wore out. I've been a victim. Don't believe the rumors. After each of the 31 times I've been shot, I have twice that number of bodies to my credit. That's not exactly true. It's like, you know, JJ being a solid nigga is all cap. But my rappy on my murder conviction is still listed as unknown black male. I ain't never told on nobody. I went to trial on my federal indictment for various charges, never took a plea agreement 35, downward departures, or Rule 11. All men should account for their own misdeeds. If anyone would ask the streets who I am, I hope they would simply respond, one of the last stand-up guys of his era. If you would have asked me, you know how niggas do, I'd probably cap a little and say, if I was in Hollywood, I'd be listed as an action thriller. If I played in the NBA, I'd be Steph Curry, you know, #1 shooter. If I was a car, yeah, niggas, I'd be a challenger or a demon. If I was out, men with loose tongues wouldn't be where they are right now. So here's some advice to those who like to cap and clout chase. Let's tie those tongues up. Remember, we are in the sunset of our lives and night is fast approaching. Our focus should be on taking care of our families while enjoying the time we have left on earth and not poking monsters as they lie cage. Because you never know. This cage might open and free me. Then what? Are you niggas built for deep conversation? I am. God is a comedian. And just for laughs, he or she might allow all of us to meet just one more time, you know, so we can dead any issues. Quick PSA, public service announcement. Whole niggas who chase real niggas are like dogs chasing cars. They don't know what to do when they catch them. Not at all. They don't know what to do. So, keep my name out your mouth. I'm gonna stay silent. I'm gonna mind my own business. I'm gonna do this bit. Please, try not to wake me up again.
Without further ado, welcome to another
Yeah, man,
episode
that's Drake Carter,
of
man. Street
Interviews with the
Lords.
Forum Magazine.
I'm gonna get y'all this.
Today, we're honored to have again Dawgfacetv Calderon back on the platform. This conversation is a sensitive and crucial conversation. And my approach is one of care and respect. October 2024 will be remembered as a significant moment in Detroit's history, where one interview done by our guests sent shockwaves throughout the entire city of Detroit. Throughout this period, our platform has taken a firm stance. We do not instigate, perpetuate, or exploit these conflicts, and we never will. This interview, from my perspective, is an attempt to bring insight and reason, and inshallah, if it be the will of God, to a faster path towards resolution. Here at the forum, our doors are open to anyone willing to sit down and share their perspectives and speak their truth in hopes that it leads to atonement. However, we stand against any form of disrespect or division that can harm our city. But with that being said, welcome, Dawgfacetv Calderon. What's going on, my brother? How you feeling?
Oh, I'm blessed. I'm feeling peaceful, right? I ain't never heard y'all come down. I don't know if that was a disclaimer or that was a prefix to knowing that this is going to be a very telling conversation. Because this ain't no interview, it's a conversation we've been had.
Yes, sir.
I refuse to allow this to be characterized as an interview. It's not. It's a conversation.
Absolutely.
I'm here for all the questions, though, brother. Fire away.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
Assalamu alaikum, by the way.
Yes, sir. Wa alaikum salam, brother.
Got you.
So yeah, just to start it off, man. To provide context, this thing that's been going on between you, Jesse James, Street Lord Juan, and Al Nuke. It seems as if it's the whole concoction is surrounded around you four people. You specifically not necessarily being, one that actually had like a real issue in this whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, for context purposes, Street Lord Jesse James took to Instagram expressing his willingness to appear on a podcast to discuss the history of the Street Lords and Cheddar Boys, two legendary and influential groups in Detroit's history that, despite their legacy, ended in a traumatic fashion.
Mm-hmm.
When a lot of people reached out
for pay. Don't forget to put that out there. He didn't agree to do it, or he didn't express interest to do it for free. He expressed his interest to do it for pay. When he took to Instagram, he gave a whole laundry list of things that he was willing to talk about. All those things, you don't have to be from Detroit to understand the significance of all the things that he listed that he would be willing to talk about. From the whole backdooring blade, the backdooring wipeout, where the name Eastside Cheddar Boys came from, the history between Cheddar Boys, Rock Bottom, Street Lords. All those things are things that are infamous on the surface alone, without even delving into the underbelly of what took place in the previous generation of hip-hop. So he expressed interest, not just with me. He listed 10, 15 different podcasts from across the country. I think it was me and Kid L. I don't know if it was just me from Detroit. It could have been just me and Kid L that he said, but all the other podcasts that he tagged, he tagged them by name in his post, basically trying to wave at them, say, if you're interested, I'm here for it, for pay.
Most definitely. And when you heard that, what was the first thing that transpired in your mind when you heard that opportunity on the...
This guy was undecided, so is this guy, and they're both coming out for you.
I think I'm decided now.
Matters. So I took him to the debate watch party, and that just flipped like that. Yeah. I mean, they were apathetic, and that's it's not about agreeing on every single issue. It's about that core belief. And I said,
this whole idea that you can't agree that the election is fair, this whole idea that people should have personal freedoms, which is kind of like the politics are turning over. Yeah, nice meeting you. Yeah, really grateful you take the time again. Yeah, thanks. Go get them. Talk to your friends. Some of them are just going to say, look, I'm not that into politics. Yeah. The answer to that is too damn bad. Politics is into you. So get engaged, go vote. Hey, thank you so much.
Floor.
I didn't. The page that I have now on Instagram is not the page that I had then. Right. Al New got my page shut down. So my Instagram page that I have now is new. So my previous page, my page was jumping so hard because of all the traction I was getting based on my Dawgfacetv YouTube platform, which is at 60,000 subscribers gone to thanks to Al New, right? So I didn't hear it. I didn't see it because when I opened up my Instagram, my Instagram was banging so hard, bro. I had just did an interview with Jesse James. I mean, I had just did an interview with Blue Da Vinci. Mm-hmm. I had been into numerous back and forth with Freak Baby, Whack 100, Rollo. I was reporting on Rollo. I was reporting on the QCP things, just all things that were current events in the world of entertainment as it specifically relates to the hip-hop culture.
And for the record, too, we also had an off-camera conversation. I don't know if you remember what we was talking about, you actually focusing on
things outside of the city.
Things outside of the city.
Versus just, right, focusing on. So let me just, in the world, see, let me explain this to your viewership. Detroit, the reason why it took so long for the true element of the sound of Detroit to break through, it is not because our music wasn't good. It wasn't because we were light years behind LA or California or Houston or Memphis or St. Louis or Miami or even Atlanta. It was because the people who were in a position a generation ago to move the culture forward, they were too busy focusing on internal beef or beefing with each other versus pushing the city forward. They were focused on themselves and the things that was fair seeming to themselves. It wasn't focused on Detroit as a whole. It was too focused on fighting and beefing with each other and trying to prove who was top shit. That was the issue. So to your point, the world of YouTube is not, people think YouTube is the same as Instagram, the same as Facebook. It's not. The whole YouTube atmosphere is not social media. And motherfuckers gonna learn that it's not social media. You can't just simply go on. So you can go on Instagram and Facebook and say some disparaging things about people, and it may fly depending on how many followers a person has or who the general public thinks that person is who's saying the things about, right? But unlike YouTube, bro, you really are tapped into a subscribership or to an audience that's worldwide, right? And my YouTube subscribers are more loyal than people who follow me on my social media platform. They're tapped in because they are interested in what my perspective on whatever the subject is. Yeah. Right? Unlike Instagram, we watch social media, we look at shit like it's a train wreck. Yeah. Right? People on YouTube, Patreon, Discord, they're really interested. They're really fans of yours. They're super fans of yours. Whereas just a casual observer of what you're seeing on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, people don't really give a fuck about that shit. But this YouTube shit, this shit's serious,
right? And so, and so, not to cut your thought. And so, as you doing that, like you say, the Rollo thing, in which we plan on talking about too, that's an interesting conversation within itself. But when you have that opportunity, like you say, you didn't even know that opportunity was on the flow for you. But when you find out that he wants to come on Dawgfacetv, what's your thoughts? What was your intent behind doing the interview?
Okay, let me back up for 1 second because I want to answer your question, right? I had a conversation with 4 or 5 people. Foreign Magazine is 1. Black Noah Fruit is 2. Helliver, producer, is 3. RJ Watkins Jr. is 4.
I was involved in areas of pro-life advocacy for more than 10 years. But what concerns me is Project 2025 is not pro-life, it's pro-control of women. I feel that the government tracking a woman's pregnancy is the most invasive idea possible. And no other developed country in the world has this kind of agenda. And that to me is abhorrent.
The brothers, Marvin Cotton, Kevin Harrington, Smoke, D. Reed, Never Stop Grinding. I've had conversations with billions. I've had conversations with people on the up close and personal level as my exposure on YouTube specifically started to go crazy. I went from 700 subscribers to 60,000 subscribers in 11 months, right? So when they saw me engaging with the QCPs and the Rollos and the Boosies and all that, right? I backtracked and came back, and then I had a back and forth with Royce, right? Less of a back and forth and more of a social media kind of like thing, right? So when that thing with Royce, like people were calling me like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Let the legend be the legend, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't use your platform to actively tear down, right? If you're going to do something that's going to be something that's going to be advantageous to the city as a whole, because we've had enough of that destructive shit going on. We've had enough of that, us versus them, because that's what destroyed the previous generation with the street lords and the East Side Cheddar Boys, right? The one thing about Detroit, and I'm not saying Detroit is more dangerous than any other city, or we have a story that is more interesting than anybody else, but we haven't had an opportunity to really shine. We are just now since 2000, since T. Grizzly, we're just now having the ability to tell the story of what really happens with the culture in Detroit, right? So don't tear it down. Don't use your platform to go at niggas in Detroit. I mean, if something comes across your desk and you have, as a blogger, as a podcaster, which is what I am, right? If you have to report on it, but kind of like give the city a little grace period.
Yes,
Don't just strike them, right? And so in my mind, that ain't what I was on. I was on, if it come across my desk and if it's newsworthy I'm talking about, I don't give a fuck. That was my mind. But talking to you and the other, me and Alexa Rose is one, who was, hey dog, that's just because you going crazy. You are really like leading no charge. Because Detroit ain't never seen no nigga like you with this podcast and shit. Indeed. You ain't towing the line, you saying what you want to say, and people are engaging with you. That's proof that what you're doing is working. So when people were coming to me, even when we had conversations, I'm like, no, like I don't give a fuck. If it's on the flow. I ain't trying to hit that shit. But after having, there's only a fool doesn't accept counsel. And I have so many people coming to me whose word and opinion I respect. I would have been a fool not to at least take it into consideration and kind of temper and measure what I do as it specifically relates to Detroit, right? So that's what I was on. So after the whole Royce to 5'9" thing, bro, I'm like, you know what? There's so many national stories that I can talk about, right? That I can touch on. And I'm not saying the Detroit stories are not like newsworthy on national level. Yeah. But for me just to be attacking motherfuckers in Detroit, bro, or for me, it ain't even attacking. For me just to be, there's so many other noteworthy and newsworthy stories that I could talk about to give me more than enough content to keep doing what I'm doing and keep ascending the ladder, right? So I took that into consideration. We talked, and my focus was totally off Detroit. So when this thing with Jesse hit, I didn't even see it. Somebody sent it to me. I woke up the next morning and I had like 60 to 70 people DMing me what he had said, right? I didn't see a tab because when I opened up my Instagram, my shit is at 100. That's the likes and the likes. It's at 100. My comments is like 70, 80. Yeah. So I'm not going back through all that shit, looking at that shit. If something catches my attention or somebody sends me something, right, then I'll look at it. But I'm not going back and look and see who liked everything and who made a comment on everything. I'm not going back and do that kind of shit. I don't have time for that shit, right? So when it came across my desk, I looked at it. My first thought to answer speed. Now we up to speed. My first thought was I ain't finna touch that shit, right? Because I understand. I looked at it and I understood the magnitude of what he said he was willing to talk about. Yeah, I understood that shit right off bat. I'm like, oh shit. Yeah. Because at that particular point in time, I'm thinking, listen, if you're from Detroit, bro, if you're from Michigan, or if you're familiar with anything Detroit right? It's the history of hip hop, bro. You know that Detroit was tore apart by the Street Lord, Eastside Cheddar Boys, rock bottom era, right? And what happened with those men, it really set Detroit on a path to being shunned and blackballed because of all the gangster shit that was going on with them cats, for better or for worse.
We buy and book at discounttire.com, which means more time for winning.
The world's largest tire is in what U.S. city? I got nothing. Allen Park, Michigan. That's correct. Wait less time when you buy.
Yeah, I'm just giving y'all a look in his Dawgfacetv counter roll. And he was talking about Street Lord Jesse James interview he did and the flack he got and they problem they big guy Drake Carter was addressing. And yes, Street Lord Jesse James basically going off on Juan and talk about a whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying?
And we're told when the party wrapped up,
politics and they've been going at it.
Amber Rose and manager.
Go jump back to this Ray J Diddy.
Imagine they confronted that nigga like it was the Three Migos, nigga. The Three Migos confront Joe Budden. Migos versus nigga. I imagine they stood up like this. Yo, which one is Quavo? Which one out of Diddy's sons is Quavo? You got me, Christian, right? Which one's Quavo? Imagine they look. I mean, I'm looking like look. They pulled up on some shit like this. That's Christian. That's Quincy. And that's Justin. What's up? What's up? What's up? Roll up the cufflinks. What's up? What's up? What's up? Damn. Amber Rose and manager David Weintraub. What does that name sound familiar? Who's David Weintraub? Who's that name? David Weintraub. Who's the manager of? The name sounds familiar. Manager of who is he? Well, maybe he's manager. Nobody. You don't got the name in the thing. Usually you would see the artist name in the thing. Okay, anyway. Sources say siblings surrounded the singer. Oh shit. As they were upset about some public comments Ray J made about Bad Boy Records. We're told things got heated within the group with each other getting each other's faces, chest bumping. Bump, bump, bump. Okay. Sources claim both Justin and Christian made it clear. Let's fight. Oh! These niggas want to squabble. Told you about saying no Diddy, nigga. Yo, I didn't even think Christian was like that. Now they wanted to squabble. Oh, shit. Incident didn't escalate further. However, Chris Brown, who witnessed everything going on from his car, rushed out. Yo, I don't know why I think this is some Power Ranger shit. Chris Brown pulls his shit down. He wearing glasses. He looks down. He sees that Ray J about to get jumped. Hops out the car and does 5 consecutive backflips till he gets there. Looking like speed. I show speed, nigga. Comes in and be like, stop. Stay there, Ray J. Christian, Justin, Quincy. Hold on. I want to take you down. I don't know what the fuck is going on. A bunch of art. Yo, what the fuck? Chris Brown. Yo, Ray J, Chris Brown, Christian Combs, and Justin. Nah, this is great. Now we know Chris Brown's an R&B singer. Chris Brown's a tough gangster. He's like he's real nigga. We don't know that. But I just imagine that nigga that's coming in like gyrating and shit. Hold up. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? All that shit he's been doing on stage. You ever see one of Chris Brown's concert? They got this thing on a Wheel of Fortune shit. He's just spinning, nigga, and grinding his waist. And all the girls are like, oh my God, what? It's just crazy. So I imagine Chris Brown hit 5 consecutive backflips coming this bitch. You know what I mean? Just stop it. You know? Like, I don't know. Go ahead. It wasn't the first time they confronted Ray J. Damn. We told the kids approach him several times prior. We're told Christian, Quincy, and Justin trying to fight Ray J on 3 different occasions. Yo, Ray J, you gotta catch his fate, bro. Yo, if you these 3 niggas, are you doing a 1v1 versus Ray J? Or are you just gonna like, yo, you gotta fight all 3 of us at the same time? Nah, shout to these niggas around the hall for their daddy, though. Sources say Ray J considers Diddy and his children family to refuse to let him just get punked by a little kid.
Man, this nigga.
God, this is funny. Yo, nah, this is too funny. Nah, wait. Yo, I seen Amber Rose post some shit. Looked like she was there, Amber Rose. Nah, this is comedy. This is jokes. Check this out. Look at this, chat. This was Ray J last night. Oh, man. Remember Ray J been trying to catch a fade with Levy? Anyone catch no fed with no goddamn Christian Combs though. not with the Fantastic Three. You know what I mean? Not with the freak off three. Nah, let me stop before they try to catch me, right? You gotta fight all three of us. Mighty Morphin. No, let me stop playing before they get last.
No Diddy.
Oh shit. This is last night.
It's a really important home for your home book. Roses are red. Homeland has a laugh.
So this is part of it, okay. Is there another reel? I hadn't seen one where Ray J was dancing on it type shit. I mean, hold on, let me see. Ray J, Amber Rose. Ray J, Amber Rose. Let's see what's cracking with this shit. I seen Ray J on that booty though. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, where's the video? I can't find it. I've seen it on my grand today. For real. Whatever. Maybe it's on Ray J page. Let's go Ray J page. Let's see if Ray J posted it. Oh yeah, he did.
Welcome to the Freak Show.
Bumbo Clyde. Ray J mounting that shit. I see my boy. Go ahead. Play this shit. Okay. Who the heck is this? All right. I gotta see Christian Combs' outfit. King Combs. I gotta see what he was wearing. What were they wearing at the Halloween party? I gotta see it, bro. Does anybody have the picture of Christian Combs at the Halloween party? Let's go to Justin Combs. It's not King Combs, it's Prince MPC Prince. Right? Prince or something like that? Something like this. No. Justin Combs is no, bro. Oh yeah, Prince J Diddy. Here we go. I want to see the outfit. No. Is it? Oh, he ain't posted a long time. Okay, he ain't been posted. What about Quincy? What was you on, brother? I gotta see the outfit, man. You know Diddy's the master of the Halloween outfits. You got shit going on. What about the story? Y'all posted a story? Now these things ain't posted to the story. Man, somebody gotta let me take it off screen for a second. We'll get tagged. Somebody tagged me in a picture from last night? None of y'all got pictures of these guys? Okay. No, look at Christian. Where's that? No, we can't find it. Can't find it, chat. No. All right, whatever. Anyway, did y'all see Chris Combs? Was it Chris Combs? I'm expecting their outfit to be crazy. They love Halloween. I haven't seen Diddy Halloween. Remember when Diddy like this? I remember looking back then. I'm like, Diddy be wilding. He's not like that. Now I realize Diddy like that. Yeah.
I was stuck. I couldn't get promoted. I needed to go back to school. TCU Global prepared me that
All right, so Ray J was outside, Halloween party. So Tara Electra, who is just like a big influencer, she had a Halloween party and a bunch of people there. Mario, Amber Rose, all these people, Ray J, Christian, Quincy, and Justin, who are Diddy's sons, were also in attendance. And when the party was over, Ray J was headed in the parking lot. He was there actually with Amber Rose and his manager, David Wintraub, and they were, I guess, waiting for their car. And Christian, Justin, and Quincy walk up to Ray J and they press him. They, according to the sources and people that were around, and now it's not even just sources. Ray J has spoke on this. Hazel E, who was also in attendance and tried to break it up, has spoke on this. So what they're saying is that they walked up to him. There's like a big confrontation back and forth, all the pushing and the blah, blah. And I guess their issue is Ray J has said some things about Diddy and all of the sexual assault allegations.
Ray J said asses were being taken.
Yep.
Right, that's what he said.
Yo, so they want to fight. They want to fight. The sources that first reported this story are saying that it was very clear that Christian and Justin and Quincy wanted to fight. That's their dad. They were upset.
Did they? If they wanted to fight, they would have fought.
Well, what they're saying and what Ray J is saying, and I'll let us take a listen to Ray J, is that Chris Brown hopped out and got in the middle of it and calmed it down. He also talks about getting in the middle of it to calm it down. Let's take a listen to Ray J. He was talking to WAC 100 about what went down.
They tried to rush you in Miami?
In LA.
Where?
Well, I'm not gonna call y'all because this could go somewhere else. And I'm like, damn, they're at the club, dog.
What, dog? You didn't have Donut there with you?
Nobody did.
So how many of them was it? 2, 3? What?
I don't know, like 8.
Oh, so it was them at 8 and they tried to rush you for real.
Yeah, but don't put this up, blood.
Nah, it's going out. So my question to you is, can I put the other stuff out that we've been knowing about?
Nah, they too young, like that. Like I moved away from like,
huh?
I tried to talk some sense into like what happened, but I'm saying luckily the homie Chris is here.
Wait, what Chris?
Chris Brown, bro. But well, right, don't put it online. No, it's this off. It's going up. It's already online.
Well, and when TMZ first reported the story, because they broke the story that it happened, right? They just had sources. They didn't name who the sources were, who else was around, but their sources had told them that Ray J's actually been approached by Diddy's sons 3 times prior to this. So there's been conversation prior to this.
I mean, they probably look at it differently because they know Ray J. Ray J has probably been to the house. I mean, Ray J, when Diddy went to his trip to Miami and New York, Ray J was on the plane with them. So they probably know Ray, and they probably have a problem with Ray cracking jokes.
Imagine running down on somebody talking about, what's up with all that ass is being taken talk? Okay, my daddy ain't take no ass. All right? Diddy's kids need to sit their asses down somewhere, okay? Don't get spanked trying to prove a point that you're not built to prove. You're going to end up in jail with your pops or someplace worse.
But you do understand it, right? It's different when it comes from somebody like you who they don't know, and they probably know Ray J.
Even if they don't know, they probably going to run down on shots.
They're not going down on shots.
They're not, whatever y'all on, get off it. I know you're upset. You're frustrated because of what Diddy going through, but stop projecting before you get hurt.
That's their pop, so you do understand that.
Gorilla said she just drove by the cemetery and there's plenty of room for hoes. Okay? So I know they got room for silly ass youngins trying to prove a point. And let's be clear, you try that with Ray J, and Ray J ain't even the one to play with. You ain't gonna run down on 50.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna run down on nobody that's really.
I don't even want that to happen.
But they have a different relationship with Ray J, right? Ray J has been to the crib. Ray J has been around them, right?
I don't even think they care about relationships. That's their dad, and it's very public. They just pressing whoever they want to press at this point.
They're not pressing nobody, and that's, I'm telling you.
If they wanted to swing on Ray J, they would have swung.
No, they shouldn't have swung.
If they wanted to, they would have. They want to.
Let's take a listen to Hazel E, because Hazel E was there, and she was also part of the people. I love that there were so many people there trying to break this up because people don't want anybody to crash out.
Correct.
But she was there also trying to break it up, and she said she was scared. She thought shots was about to be fired. Let's take a listen.
I honestly just saw like Christian, Justin, Quincy kind of start circling Ray a little bit. Words were exchanged. Things started getting heated. You know, feel like chests were being bumped. Ray had a backpack. He went around and tried to go grab his backpack, and he had this satchel on. So I'm like, does he have a blower in there? Like, I don't want it to really like get to this level. So out of nowhere, Chris Brown hops out the car like a freaking leprechaun.
So do you think that had Chris Brown not been there, that the situation could have gotten, worse or gone? You were worried about, shots being fired.
Yes, absolutely. I feel like if Chris wasn't like the bigger voice of reason in that moment, I don't think anything that any of us were saying would have toned the situation down.
Diddy need to be calling from jail, telling them kids knock it off. Okay, whatever OGs out here that support Diddy and his family, they need to be telling them kids sit their ass down too. They're gonna end up crashing out, trying to prove a point that they're not built to prove.
I agree.
And also with Ray J, this is the second time we've seen an altercation or a situation with Ray J. Grab that backpack. I hope Ray J does not have nothing in that backpack because.
Dora, you need what is in that backpack?
If I'm a police officer, what's the first thing you do when you pull them over?
I'm going to that.
I'm checking that backpack.
No, forget the police. I hope Ray J got something in that backpack, because if somebody run down on him and they actually got something, they gonna get to Ray J before Ray J get to that backpack. And if he don't got nothing in that backpack, then what? We all gonna be looking at him crazy.
Because I know Ray J.
Everybody playing.
No, that's what I'm saying. It could really go left real fast over nothing, y'all. Like, but what if Ray J was to pull out some them glasses that he be having?
That's what I mean.
He always got a new gadget he promoting. Like, what?
Oh my goodness. Everybody playing, man. But once again, whatever them Comb kids on, get off it. I know you upset, you're frustrated because of what your daddy going through, but you better stop projecting before you get hurt, because somebody gonna put belt to ass. Probably literally. That's probably what they'll do to some kids. Give them wedgies and all kind of stuff.
I feel like leave the ass out of it. Butt jokes right now.
Yeah, leave the ass out of it.
No, I'm telling somebody really might spank them on some like, boy, who y'all little boys playing with? Like, don't relax.
The butt is what stirred the pot, and you just gonna keep stirring.
I ain't stirring no pots, no way on no butt. Okay, and ain't no butts was stirred either. I don't know what the hell you talking about.
Oh, your butt.
No boiling butts going on in here. Who's stirring the butt?
A boiling butt. I never heard of that. That's a new one.
You said stirring the pot. All I could think was a butt boiling on the stove.
It's too early to be that kinky in the butt. The boiling butt.
And nobody's gonna drop nobody's gonna drop a bomb for Chris Brown that stopped it.
Oh yes, drop a bomb. 2 of them.
Usually I would say anything about Chris Brown. My light-skinned brother, stop the fight.
Yeah,
stop the beef and make sure everybody went home safely.
Shout out to that's right.
That's true.
All right.
He was so focused on the butt, you forgot to pick up your bro.
That's true. That's my light-skinned bro.
That's the infant bro.
Yeah, my light-skinned bro.
Respect to Chris.
All right. Well, that was just with the mess with all the roast.
Wake that ass up early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Shot in the group, but I need some more. Yo, antics make me bored, cause I just came around.
Yeah, man. Saying
Y'all
Ray
come
J
in
did.
and sit down.
Ray J the motherfucking on the phone, whack 100, man. He got attacked by Diddy and his son. He grabbed the backpack.
They used to start fights if their father bodyguards finished, and now they have gotten the streets of Los Angeles in a kerfuffle. For those of y'all that don't know, Ray J is very plugged in. He is very well protected by a bunch of street dudes and very well beloved. Some people, he said he even got his money out in the streets. I don't know anything about that, but I do know that he is plugged in. I do know that Diddy raised his boys in La La Land. I do know that he called into Whack 100's show, right? They were saying like, yo, leave them boys alone. They hot, meaning they gonna pull people down. But also, Whack was like, no, forget that, it's up. We retaliating. On top of that, he hinted that they might actually release information about what happened in 1995 with their daddy and literally put Diddy under the JAIL. Y'all, on top of that, Ray J manager has come out talking. Ray J's demanding an apology, and we got the clip on Ray J's Newsweek that had the Combs boys upset and had them thinking that they literally were about that life. Yo, let's get into this. Where we got to start? First of all, let's start off with what Whack 100 was saying. Let's start off with Ray J's manager. Then we're going to move into the clip that got them upset because apparently they tried to step to Ray J 3 times before, okay? And then we're going to get into Ray J breaking his silence. This is not clickbait. He actually did call in. Whack 100 live streamed it. Y'all, it's about to be up. Yo, let me tell y'all something. I know a lot of people doubt this. Diddy's boys, more than anyone, just guaranteed he ain't getting out on bail. Please believe the prosecution is bringing this up. Please believe that they are suspects in his criminal organization. Please believe that at least 2 out of 3 will most likely be named in the superseding indictment. And please believe that it was Quincy, it was Justin, and it was Christian. Hazel E., eyewitness, has confirmed it, along with a bunch.
Yeah, man. Ray J, man, he got caught by Diddy and his son, man. They didn't rushed up on Ray J and pull out the backpack. You know what I'm saying? He ain't called Whack, now he called him. He was live. Whack. He ain't tell Whack, don't put it out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody putting in
Sons and Ray J, that all out brawl. Y'all, there are people saying that the brawl was so intense that they were afraid that it would turn into blanks, that hammers will be pulled out, that they will whip out that blower and let that chopper sing. Y'all, there's an eyewitness account. It is none other than this Hazel E.
Follow me, man. Subscribe to Murderman TV, man. Rumble.
Right?
P-Row 413. Then Twitch, Murderman MMTV.
Tell the story. If you have seen her on the Tasha K, you already know the way she actually gets down. Baby, she is giving all the details. And guess what? There were reports that people are like, oh my God, maybe it was only 2 of them. I can't really see Quincy being involved. She said she saw all of them circling like jackals, and she had to jump on Quincy. Now, side note, she did say Chris Brown put Justin under one arm and Christian on the other, pulled him away, and she had to pull Quincy away. But you guys, before we get into that, I'm going to let it play straight through. We got to talk about the way Diddy's boys just ruined. And when I say ruined Diddy's bid for bail. Diddy, against all odds, look at God's glory, got his bid for bail kicked down from the appellate court back in the district court because they said they had new information out of this, that, and the third. However, the government has long said Diddy is a menace to society and he cannot be on the streets because he commands his cohorts, the people that have helped run his criminal organization, to do his bidding. Now listen to me. Diddy ain't beating those charges. Why? Because Justin runs one of his companies. Christian is running one of the companies. And low-key, Quincy actually might be running one of the companies too. And one of those companies, I'll tell you, Daddy, I'll be sure he better watch his mouth. Diddy Incorporated. But all jokes aside, right? It also paints a disturbing trend. Think about what's been going on. Diddy was arrested for obstruction of justice, coercion, using violence and threats of violence to get people to shut up. Diddy's biggest fear is the people closest to him actually talking about what actually happened at the free calls, what they saw. Remember, the government said you only got a little time. You're either going to be a witness or you're going to be a co-conspirator. You get in jail time regardless, but do you want to spend the rest of your life in jail like Diddy, or do you want to see your grandchildren take their first step, right?
Now, I know what y'all saying, but ain't Baby Love the same age as Diddy's grandchild should be? Stop, right? Let's get back on track. But what else happened? Funk Master Flex, for reasons unknown that still boggle my mind, literally publicly threatened Shine when Shine said that he was Diddy's scapegoat, that he was not the one that that fired the gun, that he was not the one that did all this stuff. Funk Master Flex, for no apparent reason, erupted in anger and publicly threatened to expose Shine. Publicly talked to Shine like he was that same kid, according to Funk Master Flex, that was getting beat up in studios, and threatened to expose him if he didn't keep quiet about what Shine was going to expose about Diddy. Now, I don't know if Funk Master Flex is running interference for Diddy. I will say that Shine was one of Diddy's day one. People, including Shine, says he did a bid for Diddy. It is not in Diddy's interest for Shine not just to talk, but to even have the perception of talking, because other people that might have got the Shine special also might be keeping their mouth shut. Again, it does look like Funk Master Flex is helping Diddy silence people, whether he realizes or not. And couple that with what just happened with his children.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, Diddy's sons and about all this girl said she witnessed it in Funk Master Flex.
It kind of ensued at the end of the party when we were trying to exit the building, actually. I honestly just saw like Christian, Justin, Quincy kind of start circling Ray a little bit. Words were exchanged. Things started getting heated as we went into the parking garage. You know, feel like chests were being bumped. Ray had a backpack, and from the last situation we were outside with the zoo stuff, he went around and tried to go grab his backpack, and he had this satchel on. So I'm like, does he have a blower in there? Like, I don't want it to really like get to this level. So out of nowhere, Chris Brown hops out the car like a freaking leprechaun out of the magically delicious sky. And like, honestly, he started breaking it up. I tried to talk to Quincy, Christian, get their stance on it and let them know this wasn't the time and the place. I understand emotions are high. Yeah. I understand what they're going through. But for the betterment, everybody getting a better space, I pray that all parties can resolve things equally. You know. And
so from what you've seen, did things ever exactly get physical, or was it just words exchanged? Was there any, fist thrown or?
It definitely was like a chest bump, push back, pull up the pants kind of vibe. But the way Chris came out and just like I mean, I swear he took Justin and Christian at the same time and just got both of them. I grabbed Quincy. The other security start, his manager David, their security, they grabbed Ray. So it was like before actually like things all the way ensued, we had a couple angels by our side.
So do you think that had Chris Brown not been there, that the situation could have gotten, worse or gone? You were worried about, shots being fired.
Yes, absolutely. I feel like if Chris wasn't like the bigger voice of reason in that moment, I don't think anything that any of us were saying would have toned the situation down. So honestly, yeah, Chris really did help the situation. I don't know when Chris became the big homie. Well, after we're just trying to get Ray calmed down. So at this point, he feels like he got pressed. He got pressed by the Combs kids, and he's like, a grown man, OG from LA. He feels like they in his city. You know what I'm saying? So his emotions were definitely high, running rampant. We try to get him in the sprinter. David, Amber, and I try to like continue to press him down because where he was at, it still probably would have kept going. Had
David being Ray J's manager and Amber Rose.
Yeah, David Weintraub, that's Ray J's manager, Amber Rose. We try to grab him in our sprinter, and try to get him up out of there because, where he was going in his mind, this wasn't gonna like be a good night.
So have you talked to Ray J since? How's Ray J feeling about the situation now? Are you able to speak on it?
Yeah, I definitely talked to him, and he definitely feels like, they was out of pocket, and things got to be addressed.
Now TMZ, girl that was right there first in the comment. Yeah, man, she was talking about. Yeah, that's the funniest shit ever, man. Jesus, shit is crazy. And so Ray J, she said she's right there. She seen Chris Brown went there. She felt like some shots would have went off for sure. So yeah, I'm gonna take her word for it. She is right there. She said she had to break it up.
I was gonna go into the ones on their first time log in. Welcome to Ishmael TV. Now come on. So Brick Baby was on stream with academics discussing his involvement in Lil Durk being snatched up by the elite alphabet boys, the feds. When Whack 100 put up on the stream, things went left. So let's log in and see what happened next. Come on.
Let me call Brick Baby, who we think it conspired for. Now, we're in the midst of figuring out how Durk beats his case. I told you witness schedule. Yo,
you can turn your camera. I was trying to do FaceTime audio, but I just didn't do FaceTime.
Yo, got this one?
Well, you know I'm a street nigga. I just started this. Some know how to work the Discord. I got it. I don't know how to.
No, because I was looking, I was like, man, if they saying Brick know how to drop locations, he got to know how to get on Discord.
Man.
Okay, all right, so let's talk. Chat, we have Brick Baby here. So remember, we went over this whole indictment. From what we came up with that there's a person named Co-Conspirator 4 that seems to be a local LA dude, seems to be a guy who, at least the feds even say, this is a long-time affiliate of OTF, which means he's not an OTF, but he's a long-time affiliate. We think he's local because he's the one that gets the drop, and then everybody comes to LA. Now, people...
Okay, academics.
Wait, hold on. Let me just
Go ahead, get up. Go ahead.
So people then start saying it's Brick Baby. Now, I didn't really know too much about like some of the, and even when you made that comment, we'll get to that. I didn't like. I know fans say a lot of stuff. Like there was a time fans were saying, "Oh yeah, no, you don't," because I did an interview with Durk and he literally said you can't say no more. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Whack 100, Loose Cannon, and 600 gave a compelling argument to basically said it was you who's Co-Conspirator 4, and that you were working undercover because you had another case. I'm glad you didn't run from all this and you're actually addressing everything. What do you know? And what could you tell us about this whole thing? And are you Co-Conspirator number 4?
There's some shocking questions.
So basically, if you look at the paperwork, right?
Yeah.
Co-Conspirator number 4 is somebody that was in a conversation on November 6, 2020. Did you think that?
Wait. Say that one more time.
Okay, November 6, 2020, Co-Conspirator number 4 was in a conversation, had a conversation with Durk. There's no way possible it was me because on November 6, 2020, I was in jail.
Your point being?
You get what I'm saying? So that clears me out of that. You know what I mean? Like, just that. What are my fans pointing towards that to make it smoother and to the point? It's no way that it was me. And then I wouldn't be sitting here shaking ass. I'd be somewhere else.
I would hope so.
You know what I mean? I'd be out the way.
Okay.
It ain't no way possible I would just sit here and be this bold.
Hey, I'm glad you said that. So to chat, we have the indictment up on the screen, and this is page 6 of 21 of the original indictment. If you go to Overt Act 1, it says following the kin of Davon Bennett, on or about November 6th, Co-Conspirator 1 used coded language, and this was in 2020, told defendant Diddy, Co-Conspirator 2, 4, and 5, that he would pay a bounty or monetary reward to anyone who took part in the kin of Quando Rondo. So you're saying you're in jail?
I'm in jail. I get released 2 days before Thanksgiving that year. So like 3 weeks later, I get released.
Okay.
So I couldn't have been a part of that conversation. I'm not saying that, but it's not me. But I'm not saying that the person couldn't be in jail. That was a part of the conversation too. But it's no way possible me. Like just off of that alone.
Yeah.
Nobody talking crazy like that on no jail phone.
Okay.
You'll be surprised.
You know what I think though? I thought when you said it, even with whacking everybody said, I said, man, Brick might not be the person who's Co-Conspirator 4, but he probably knows the person. Is that possible?
He's just nosy, bro.
I'm serious. Because it felt, I get it, you said that you were getting like, people DMing you, you're kind of leaning into a troll, because that's what you said, right? Like you said they can't say slide for Vaughn anymore because you were leaning into the troll, right?
No, what I was doing, yeah. But if you noticed, you was paying, because you knew when that clip went semi-viral earlier on, when it went viral, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what I was saying was, as soon as it happened, the fact that it happened in LA, everybody got to DM me like you did that. You slid for Vaughn, you slid for Vaun, you slid for Vaun. They can't say don't slide for Vaun. Meaning my fans, the trolls. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At this point, me and Durk, we not even seeing eye to eye over some shit that happened after that.
My opinion is Buster Boy, he brought the trolls to him because it was a video of him acting like he just got 100,000 to sign to Little Durk's OTF music label. And now this was days after, right around the same time that the situation happened with Quando Rondo and his cousin Lil Pad, bro. So it's like you sending subliminals or something. You're making the trolls say that, bro. It was more than you just saying what you said about the slide for Vaughn comments.
You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's always a way. If there's a will, there's a way to get up out of a situation. So
that's a fact.
It is true. That's just a coincidence. I swear to God. I know it sounds crazy coming out.
Hold on. I'm not saying it's you, but I think you know a lot more than what you're leading on. I'm gonna tell you why.
What type of question is that?
why did Quando, after that happened, he stopped claiming neighborhood? That feels like you got backdoor by neighborhood.
Man, because niggas just don't be knowing what's going on, man. And I think because he knew that he had the indictment coming his way, so he dropped his flag to you know, like
no, hold on, and I could pull that up. A lot of what he said is one thing if he's like, yo, you know what, man, this shit's stupid, man. I don't want to be involved in this anymore. He was talking about damn near like betrayal and people not holding him down, and that felt like maybe he went out to LA, put his, you know, his life or protection or quote unquote checked in with
the streets be talking to act like at the end of the day.
It do sound like that's the reasoning behind Quando Rondo dropping his blue flag. Because he came to LA, he felt like he was logged in and checked in with the right people that he was supposed to be claiming because of the community. And then he probably felt like his location got dropped by one of them. I really don't know. That's a possibility. It is what it is. Come on.
You know, it ain't for me to say who. You know what I mean? Like, maybe later on in life, motherfuckers figured out certain shit, but it ain't for me to talk about.
All right, I feel like we're talking around a little bit. So I'm gonna ask you a direct question.
No, because you asking me, do I know more about it? And I'm telling you, like, that would be the correct shit to talk about right now if you gave a fuck about Brick Baby, you know?
No. All right. So essentially, you're saying you might have some knowledge, more than what you're leading on with, but like you won't keep it off the internet because it ain't for the internet, basically.
He did.
Okay. All right.
What?
Now, was there any blowback to that
All
for
right,
you?
say
Because
no,
you know,
man. You just say no.
when I looked at it, you see, I look at it in a different light. I look at it, I'm like, damn. Well, if I'm Quando or if I'm anybody else, I'm gonna look at Brick. Let's say you work as co-conspirator for, I would look at you as a backdoor guy, like, oh, okay, you told me you gonna hold me down, and then of course you told people where I'm gonna be at that they gonna come rob me.
And Quando listened to Brick Baby tell him he was gonna hold him down while he was in LA. He was trying to. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't even see Quando even thinking no crazy shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, what he called that'd be the goofiest shit that he like. If I went to Savannah and Quando told me I'm gonna hold you down while I'm here, I think I'm gonna hold off on that pass.
Hey, so could you explain, right? Could you explain that the series of facial expressions you went through when you found this shit out? People said that was a sign of guilt.
Nah, it was a sign of shock because I thought that they were gonna be adjudicated within like LAPD or something like that, the LA County. You know what I mean? Like, it would have been a little bit easier for him, man. When I seen that the feds grabbed him, it like him being my homeboy, it kind of, you know what I mean? It kind of gave me chills, like seeing my boy fighting the feds, and I'm finding out live. So I just like, yeah, it's crazy. And then it did run through my mind, like, damn. But they tried to me thinking I was, you know what I mean, like some shit like that.
Okay, and by the way, it's okay if you can say no comment. So WAC 100 accuses you of having federal interaction in terms of police supposedly raised your spot, caught you with a gun, whatever the case is. Have they ever asked you about anything to do with this? And if you can't answer that question, it's fine. But
they never asked me nothing to do with nothing. They ain't never. I wouldn't even talk about nothing like this. Though I went in there. I wish that they could have my transcript. I told the people like whatever you want to know about Zaire Mitchell, we could talk about that. Yeah, anything other than me, like the questions you got about me, I can answer. You know what I mean? Off the rip. So it was times where they tried to negate, you know, shit like that. But it ain't nothing. You know what I mean?
Were you?
So what he just said, he was in there talking to the detectives without a lawyer present. Why are you having a conversation with law enforcement about anything? Why are you answering any of their questions? Tough street guy, don't you supposed to plead the fifth? Your lawyer handle that, don't they? That's kind of crazy. Now you opened up the floodgate, the biggest door. The people be like, man, if he in there answering them questions, what else he answering? What else he saying? Look how he talk on his podcast and on social media. He's wild with his tongue. Yeah, I don't know. Let's get back into this.
Nervous, you know, because again, maybe you're not involved, but like, you know, we know with these cases. Look what's happening with Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug in Fulton County. It looked like they picked up anybody who was at the smoke sesh. You know, it's like, all right, we're just gonna grab everybody and figure it out later. And you might not be involved directly, but you know, should I learn later? Like, yo, you and Durk are pretty cool. And based on that, they're saying there was local help. Never know. They could be like, yo, if you and him communicate, they could be like, yo, let's throw him in there. Were you nervous at all to say, yo, are they gonna wrongfully pick me up?
Nah. At this point, it's the way that they coming with the OTF jail dude, they not finna wrongfully pick nobody up. You gotta think, they just had somebody working with a wire.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. They just had somebody working with a wire. What the hell do they need Brick Baby or anybody else for at this point? Like, we gotta just think like reasonable. Like, this person was way closer to Durk than Brick Baby. He can get the darkest secret. He getting dropped on every song, every 3 out of 5 songs that come out. You got Jam in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And let me ask you a question, because this is like wax angle right here, and 600 said the same. They said that you as a podcaster now, the way how you're fun is that you're saying street shit on the mic, and that might kind of spur things and narratives and make situations hot, and they feel that's like a form of telling. Do you feel like you've brought anything from the streets that probably shouldn't have been on the microphone?
I ain't been doing it. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that answer. You basically said you learned it on the fly, and there's times you probably said shit you probably wish you didn't. Hey, have you talked to anybody in Durk's camp since? Even just like, yo, is everything good? Or, you know what I mean? Like, just communicate, because I'm guessing you had a relationship with them where y'all communicated. Have you communicated with anyone over there yet, or no?
I think everybody over there probably is and probably just trying not to use their phone at all.
Did you have to reach out to them?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I get that.
I feel like if I call to tap in right now, that'd be sufficient. Even if it's just like that, you know what I mean? I can call to tap in. I can send some hearts out. You know what I mean? Like, I can show them my love and respect.
Yeah, but they could be thinking what the internet is saying, which is, oh, Brick is this co-conspirator that's on name. You never know. Like, you know, obviously the people close to it would probably be like, man, Brick ain't got nothing to do with it. But some other people could be like, man, what the fuck? So did you at least like try to reach some feelers to be like, yo, listen, I just want to let y'all know that shit is.
Well, the people that's over there that I deal with, that's really my people, they're my brothers. Okay. So they already know.
It sounds like Buster Boy might have needed a lawyer for this sit down.
We've all been together, like, you know what I mean? Like, we've all been together and kicked it after all that. We got over our stuff or whatever the case is. They know that I ain't on no time like that. Like, they know. The paperwork don't show everything in due time. Like, and even if I was, like, that's even more of a reason not to talk to them. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even, it's so much touchy stepping with me being a podcaster, me calling right off the rip, asking questions and shit. Of course, they gonna curve me anyway because they think I'm gonna go right. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I definitely know that. That's why I don't hit a lot of people right after it happens, because they don't think you're reaching out sincerely as like a friend or somebody who cares. They think you're reaching out to get info to be able to kind of have an angle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they try to get you. You know what I mean? And I've been catching a lot of that. I done lost a lot of friends being a podcaster. I've noticed that my rap friends that used to tap in a lot, like they'll tap in on like certain shows, but like just on the regular pull up and all that stuff, they being cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I could go to the club, do all that type of stuff, but like it used to be to the point where we pulling up at each other house on a day to day. Now that I'm on the podcast, it's like, I don't want you to know our day to day routine no more, nigga. You talk to them, but.
Hey, did you have any? So we know Durk got locked up, and then the 4 other people, I can't remember how many.
That is horrible. Nobody wants to be around Buster Boy like that because they feel like he's gonna leak their info, their personal combos, their business onto a podcast. That is wild when you think about that. That is crazy.
Any like close relationship with the other guys, like whether it was Diddy, Vonnie, Boogie? Did you have any?
So let's clear the Boogie shit up. I got a little homie named Boogie that's doing 10 years right now. Free Boogie. His name is RS. You know what I'm saying? He from the hood. So when I'm talking about Boogie, I'm talking about the Boogie from my hood. It's not OTF Boogie. I never met OTF Boogie a day in my life. Then you got I know Diddy and Vonnie because they always with me.
Why are you saying that?
It'll come out in the paperwork probably later on. Vonnie is employed by OTF. He's not really a street dude.
Hey, let me ask you a question because this is blowing on my phone. Wack wants me to add him. He said you're spinning me right now. He has the right question. He says no bullshit. He just want to ask you questions directly.
Here we go.
Yeah, we went through this earlier on my stream, but it's good though. I ain't tripping. Add him in.
All right, let's see. Have you ever met Wack?
For me?
Yeah.
Who else he gonna be asking?
What up, man?
Yo, we got Brick on the line, Wack. we went over the indictment, and you gave some compelling reasons why you said it appears that, number one, Brick brought some information to the internet that nobody knew, and how would you know that? And based on the description of what a co-conspirator for is, it seems to be him. Now, Brick's response is that, how could he get the drop on somebody? He claims he was like in Atlanta or something like that. So what's the middle ground here?
I don't know, Brick, was you in LA or Atlanta?
No, I was in Houston.
Oh, Houston.
Oh my God. You told me Atlanta. You
the whole world was in Houston because I loaded up. That's what I was going from Houston to Dallas-Fort Worth. That happened.
But you said it on something you was in Atlanta. You said you was in Atlanta. But then again, at the end of the day, Brick, Brick he did admit he was the first one to make the announcement about it. We all thought he got robbed. It was a mugging drag bag drug deal. It's crazy to went up there with Mr. North Dakota and said some crazy shit. Why? I think he knows that was some crazy shit. Right? So I don't know. This shit is all crazy. And I think because of that internet shit, they jumped on his line and they wanted his phone. And they went after his ass behind that phone.
He just saying shit.
Hold on.
Buster Boy still talking too much.
Right. Brick, I'm saying shit. We had this conversation earlier.
Wait, Brick, I know you have an open case, and trust me, you don't have to talk about it if it's information that's sensitive. But why keep saying that you got your phone seized, that they were after your phone? That kind of makes sense if you were co-conspirator for, but you say you're not. Did they raid your house just to take your phone?
Nah, bro.
Brick, we just had this conversation.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. On there, any time that they're trying to get in your business, they're gonna keep your phone. Since cell phone's been out, anytime I went to jail, my phone been on evidence.
What did the search warrant say?
My phone. I've never not.
What did the search warrant say?
They didn't take my phone.
Brick, what did the search? We just 3 hours ago.
I just said that the search warrant said social media.
Cell phone. There we go.
Social media. There we go.
Yeah, but the thing is, with the feds, they would probably say all electronics. Computer electronics. Yeah, it says some electronic. That's what I'm trying to think of. It says some electronic something on that mother.
So act like I said. Within them coming to look for that, they stumbled across the mothership.
Well, obviously, bro. All that shit was on the search warrant. There's nothing to keep on. The AK was not on the search warrant. Yes, it was high power or something like that. What are you talking about? It's a snitch that get in my house, bro. We've been through that. We been through that.
Wow. Wait, hold on. So, Brick also.
What was this at? Brick in the body?
No, it was in Oakland. This when I was in LA. All right. This when I was in LA. Remember I told you, remember we talked about Pepsi and all that shit, which could be an accident at one point, but I wouldn't even think that.
Nigga ain't never been to my house. That's a fact.
Pepsi, Mike 100, little homie who was in the back of that car snitching.
They was coming to get Big U. Nah, I ain't tell 600 none of that. Oh, I didn't tell 600 that.
Hey, hold on. So by the way,
yeah, I know y'all know what's going. We're not even talking about. Let's leave all them.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. So Brick basically said.
Brick, you didn't tell 600 that they was gonna come Big U. They was on Big U by the Rico.
The insight didn't keep on going through your intel, bro. Because you know all I'm saying. I don't even know.
Nigga, they came for a search warrant to get Brick's phone.
You can build whatever narrative you want to build.
Bro, you just said it. Yo, it was just.
What I'm saying is, they didn't come to get one thing. Anytime that you come on.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. The only thing,
anytime you get arrested, the police are going to take your phone, and depending on what type of case you get, they're going to use it as evidence, so they can go through all your text messages and screen all your shit. They're going to do that.
And by the way, Wack, Brick said that they didn't ask him any questions about anything related to Lil Pop or Durk or anything with Quando at all.
No, he said they came over there because the shit was going on social media. That's what he said. Yeah, they said they've been on you since March. They've been on you since March, and you made that statement in February about nigga who did the slide and all that over there.
Hey, by the way, Brick, I'm asking you a question, like a genuine question. I think you have fans listen to all of this, trying to like figure out what's what. Are you a little bit apprehensive in answering it because you're like, man, I feel like this is trying to jam me up more than just trying to clear it up. That's why you're probably like not coming forward.
Nah, he ain't trying to clear nothing up. He's never on your side. He's building it up to make his look better. So I'm just really I don't got nothing to do with this shit. Listen, I'm just engaged.
I know a little dirt for rap.
That's what I'm doing right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know what I'm gonna speak on and what I'm not gonna speak on at this point. So it's just like anything around.
What did you speak on when they asked you about
when I know you asking why y'all want my shit. I know you.
No, I didn't. Why would I ask them why would they got it? It's already put in the evidence. You know that they got it.
You didn't ask no question.
No, hold on. Let me finish. You wouldn't know it.
What led to your home being raided, Buster Boy? What led to that? Was it social media, since that was mentioned in the warrant? Did they see the sliding for Vine comment you made? And you mentioned Lil Pap name? Like, what led to this house being raided, bro?
You checking out of the county or wherever you bail out from, my 77th Street, in my situation, it was 77th Street. I checked out. They didn't give me my cell phone. They already know the drill. They did that in the case of 2012. They did it in the case of 2010. They did it they took my phone several times. I know they took my phone.
So, Brick, you telling me you didn't ask them no questions?
I was at LAPD. Who I'm gonna talk to? That clerk lady at the front that's gonna tell you wait until the detective come out.
Hey, by the way, did you have a lawyer? You know your lawyer could.
Hold on.
I'm not gonna listen. Hey, I've been in jail so many times. I'm not even finna ask for the phone. Anything that they got, and I'm not finna ask about it, bro. We not finna make no fuss over $200.
Hold on, Brick. Hold on. Hold on, Brick. Are you telling me you didn't ask them any questions and you didn't answer no questions when they took you in custody on June 23rd, 2020?
I didn't say I didn't answer no questions. You just want to keep building the on 6. I know you said, did I ask about my phone, bro? You said, did I ask about my phone? No, I did not.
They gave you a reason why they arrested you, right? They gave you a reason why they arrested you, right?
They never gave me a reason that they arrested me until I was getting booked in to 77th Street, and they said, "This is what you fighting. This is your bill, brother."
You don't remember saying that they watched 600 videos, so you had to go?
Yes, they said that.
Okay.
They didn't never tell me what I was arrested for until I was already booked.
So what is the conversation?
When I got my beat receipt, it said I was booked for firearms. And they gave me a court date and all that.
But that ain't why they came. They might have came, but they originally came for a reason.
I mean, if you know, because you be having all the insight, then keep on going through your intel, bro. Because you know all
what I'm saying.
I don't even know. I can tell you that they know. If you know, that means that you know the big Brick.
Brick, no. What I'm saying is this, Brick. Right? Nice try. Listen, they told you they watched 600 videos, and you said because they told you that you had the conversation. Did you not?
With 600, right?
No, with the police.
No, I didn't say because they told
the police didn't tell you
the police said, do you know 600, Mr. Lovejoy? I said, we here to talk about Zaire Mitchell. They said, well, he gives us a tour around the neighborhood every morning. That's how we know where the shit's at.
Wait. By the way, Brick. So if there's an interrogation video that comes out later or some type of audio recording of that conversation.
Oh, it's coming. That's why I don't let me do my work, eh? So you telling me, Brick.
Oh, all right.
You telling me right now, Brick, on Rolling 60 Crits.
Oh, man.
That's all you said that interrogation room?
As long as you
be careful, my nigga. Be careful.
Don't get the tape. Yeah.
Be careful.
Don't get the tape. That's it.
I'm just asking you.
If you got the tape, drop it. You ain't hold nothing like that. You got if you got that kind of.
Are you telling me on Rolling 60 Crits? That's all you saying?
My check versus your check and no jumper. You got an interrogation tape for me.
On Rolling 60 Crits, that's what you said?
Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. I'm done talking. You just alluded to a tape. Bring the tape. Hold on. That's what we drop that. Drop that.
Hold on, bro.
Drop that. Nigga, look how good I'm looking in that motherfucker.
Hold on.
What you talking about?
That's here with this framework. Okay, well, hold on. Watch this. 600, what did this man tell you?
You keep talking to us, nigga. That's a bum. I'm getting on. Hey, with 600, get on the phone. I'm gonna let him talk. I'm muting up.
Don't worry. They telling him that they watching all my videos. And I give him a tour of the hood every day. He said the feds told him that. He said I'm on LAPD.
I just told you that.
So I don't even know
what we talking about here. What we talking about here? I just said what we talking about. When has it been a bad thing to catch a case? I'm a street nigga. I caught a case. What are you talking about? When is it you niggas?
Wait.
That's why you niggas weird.
Wait, whacking 600. Wait, whacking 600. This is my question to y'all. Wait, hold on. One mic. Yo, hold on. Whacking 600.
One mic.
Yo, are y'all trying to say that Brick is probably maybe or is working as a confidential informant or like because that's
we don't know. We don't have the facts. But he sat down with them people and we don't know what he said.
Man, listen.
But he said something.
Hey, guess what? It's niggas like you that act like they don't have conversations when niggas got sealed paperwork that niggas feel like you seen it.
Look at this sealed paperwork.
I thought you're not supposed to sit down with them people at all. Without a lawyer being involved. What is going on?
Oh man.
Come on.
I will send it to you all on the internet. I will send it to you. I cleared it. I went and got it myself. It's all on the internet. All of it. Everything.
I'm standing on that. I don't really care what you say.
Rick said he didn't answer no questions about anybody other than Zaire. Yo, who's Zaire Williams? Who's Zaire Williams? Who's that?
Who?
Zaire something? Who's that?
Mitchell?
Yeah, who's that?
That's me.
Oh, so you said you didn't answer no question about no other person.
I did not say that. I did not say that. I said that I ain't never went into conversation about no other person.
That's like a gray area. So you mentioned
what I'm
other
saying
people.
is, if they ask me a question, do I know this person?
Okay.
I don't know this person. So I answered the question. So I can't tell you that I didn't answer the question. You get what I'm trying to say?
Okay. All right. I understand.
Yeah, I don't want to we being technical right now.
Okay. No, I get it.
You get what I'm saying? So if y'all got, this my thing. Y'all got some content to drop about that, drop it. Because I know I'm in agreement with everything I got going on.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Halfway, a little bit. I feel a little bad for you because I'm like, I feel like they all don't forgive you. And you're the
Hold on, wait. First of all, he don't want to have that conversation because that's some other shit. I know he don't want to talk about that, right? So pick you ain't got nothing to do with Brick Baby.
Yeah, but whack. Do you really think that Brick Baby is like, cooperating?
I think that Brick Baby ass went down there and instead of telling him how pleased I think he heard him out. I think he asked some questions.
Wait, Wack, you're smart. So I'm gonna ask you the question directly. We know that we know the feds will cross collateralize to get the content, to get the evidence they need. Do you think they tapped Brick on the shoulder based on what they had on him to probably get some info?
I'm gonna tell you why I'm saying that. He said what he said in February. Then he turned around and said they told him they've been on it since March. Right after.
Hey, we gonna have 1090 look up how many people in Los Angeles get DA rejects from. The way that you can fight a gun that wasn't in my possession, there's no reason of that DA picking up, right post-COVID, picking up a gun case where they don't have enough evidence to fully have me go take a deal.
You went to court already, nigga.
And they was a DA reject. They did not pick up the case, right?
Okay, but you said you went to
court.
So
I'm going to go out here.
You know,
I know how to go to jail. This is my first time ever being out of jail for 4 years since I was 18. This is the first time.
You got arrested June 23rd, 2023. You went to court July.
All right, you going back in over the same shit.
You went to court July.
Yeah, we did.
Did they ask you how did you plead guilty, not guilty?
If I made it that far, I wouldn't have a DA reject. Whether the DA reject means he rejected to accept the case, it means he rejected to accept the case.
When you went to court July, what was it? Because 8 months ago you just said you still had court on it.
There's nothing else to talk about that one, bro.
Did you not just say 8 months ago you still had court on it?
Hey, hold on. Wait. Break.
I went to county court, nigga.
I'll ask you this question.
You won't answer the question.
Well, I'll ask you a separate question. So whatever case, I don't really care about it, but is it adjudicated? Is it dismissed? Is it finalized?
Listen, in Los Angeles, if they don't file within a year and a month, the case is automatically thrown.
AK-47s are illegal in the state of California.
You're so jealous of on the streets without telling. God damn, you want to go to jail?
Hold on. Wait.
It's possible he could have got a DA reject for a blower case if it's inside of a home, because having a blower inside of a home in California, that is not illegal. Now, come on.
Yo, Wack. It appears that it appears Brick Baby is saying, Brick Baby's trying to say that he feels like, so there's a thing called DA reject where they don't pick it up. He's saying that he feels that you're upset that he's not locked up. Wait, Wack, are you upset he's not locked up?
He got arrested June 23rd, 2023.
They not telling you the chapter what is in it, nigga. It ain't
don't matter.
Wait, Wack, he's giving some details. Hold on, Wack, he's giving some details. He said the gun wasn't found in his house. He had no bullets in it. Go ahead.
It's different.
Come on,
this particular firearm is illegal in our state. It ain't a 9, it ain't a 40.
Are you a cop? Are you a cop?
This is the law.
Like, do you accept the refine?
You go AK-47 in California. Google it.
Yeah, like you like
Google it.
bro, you put
They are not DA rejecting no fake, nigga. What do you mean? We just having the
why do
conversation.
you want me to go to jail so bad? What the
I
fuck wrong with you?
I want you to tell us the truth.
I thought you was a
Hollywood Slacker.
Oh, look.
Tell the truth.
Sit when you piss. It's like that.
Wait, hold on.
That's where we at right now.
All right, so Wack, what's your theory? What's your theory? What's your theory, Wack? What's your theory? I hear what you're saying.
This is my theory.
And by the way, hold on, before you say that, hold on, Wack, before you say that, I'm gonna read what it says. Before you say that, I'm gonna read this. It says because the AK-47, as everybody should know, is an assault rifle. It's a highly illegal gun when it comes to California. It's not
California.
It definitely does not seen as.
In California, they are not rejecting no fucking case.
Hey, they walk inside the studio right now. There's 3 niggas in that motherfucker, bro. On the dead homies, nigga, go to something that ain't loaded. They put together a method, bro. Oh, hood, and they take 1 nigga to jail, nigga. How can they for sure say that?
What are you gonna fight it?
What are you talking about?
They're going to fight the case.
Okay, and then what, bro?
If I'm not mistaken, the law was just changed because they was doing it. If they went in the studio and it was a AK-47 in there, they was gonna try to put it on whoever was in there. They'll put it on 3 individuals. That didn't happen before. I was in the county jail with some individuals. It was like 3 people on the case. They got caught with 1 blower in the car. And they charged all 3 of them with it. I think they changed this law in California.
So who want to go in? They want to see my lawyer with that case. They one DA. Come on, bro. Let's get the paperwork. And I'm not even finna. I'm not even finna.
Where's the paperwork?
That's over with. You just want me to
give up the paperwork.
I'm not talking about that.
Wait, hold on.
Give up the paperwork, Carl. Give up the work.
All right.
You gotta provide the work.
Wait, hold on.
Hey,
wait. So Brick Baby.
I'm gonna get it on Monday. We already talked, brother.
Wait, Brick Baby.
And you just said ain't supposed to go. You had court. You said you was gonna go to court and then let us know. Now, I think I did. July 2023.
What are you talking about?
What you said is what you said. You said it when you were crying. You were talking about you not too quiet outside. Hey, daddy, now, oh, no jumper. You said this, not this. You was, I don't know how wet you know it. You know it.
I was just talking about me and on that shit that you mad that I'm not in jail for.
No, nigga. You don't identify OGL as the shooter. Academic.
You don't identify. We see that. Okay.
Wait. You believe that?
You put this in jail.
Wait.
Hey, enjoy your stream, man. This is all right, cool. That's cool. When the last time you saw some shit and it was the real.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, so Brick.
Go look at my previous videos. I've been posted that bail receipt.
Where's that?
Yo, Brick, why do you think Wack is saying this?
I done posted that pink slip a million times, nigga.
Yo, Brick, why do you think that Wack is saying this? What do you think Wack's angle is?
Because Wack won't be in jail. Wack wants to go to jail. I'm to the point that if I'm a snitch, it'll come out. I'm done talking about it, right? Wack won't be in jail. If I'm a snitch, no, you put this shit right here. This one that's gonna be the one. If I'm a snitch, I'm gonna be all in the paperwork. I'm gonna be on the stand. This is gonna be the one. I put it in jail. This gonna be the one I can't hide.
By the way, hold on. Wait. Brick. But let me ask you. Wait, hold on. Wack, one second. Wack. No, I mean Brick. So you said there is some paperwork. I guess Wack couldn't get. Do you have that paperwork? By the way, we're in front of 35,000 people. I feel like we're gonna figure something out of this, right? So do you have some paperwork?
Is there paperwork that I got where? Or what?
No. I mean paperwork that kind of paperwork that says.
First and foremost, like I said, now you can look up the process online while you got 35,000 people. See what the process of a DA reject is, because at this point, I know that they don't file. Hold on, let me finish. I called in a year and a month afterwards and seen if they had any court dates scheduled for me or if I had any warrants. They told me that it was clear. So in my case, it's clear. You get what I'm saying? Go ahead and look it up, because I don't know if they issue a piece of paper.
in California.
I go get my piece of paper. I don't know how to go do this.
As long as you want it, they're not gonna give you a court date.
You're bad.
You went to court in July.
You wanted to hit jail. You
Did you go to court in July?
Yeah.
Did you plead guilty or not guilty?
You don't go in front of the judge of the DA. Look up what a DA reject is. Why are we?
They didn't reject it in July.
Just look up what a DA
They did not reject it in July.
Hold on. Okay. All right. Hold on. So I'm going to read exactly what it says. It says in California, district attorney, a DA reject means that a prosecutor has decided not to file criminal charges against a defendant. This can happen for a number of reasons, including insufficient evidence to convict the defendant. A DA reject doesn't mean necessarily the case is dismissed. Here's some other things to know about criminal charges in California. The statute of limitations for criminal charges in California is usually 1 year
for misdemeanors and 3 years for felonies. However, there are exceptions for more serious crimes like rape or murder, which have no statute of limitations.
AK-47 is a felony. Did you file a 1381 or a 1382?
Bro, I don't got to file nothing if the case never been filed.
Wait, hold on. Whack.
Ain't no walking around that got arrested and bailed out. He bailed out, nigga. He had to bail out. And you went to court in July.
Hey,
what did you talk about?
Listen, Brody, you haven't been to jail in years, bro. You can't tell me about the disposition right now. You're not telling me about the disposition, bro. I'm not just an average nigga, bro. You can't just talk to me.
Hey, by the way, I'm trying to be unbiased, and I'm gonna tell you what I think from based on what I wrote. And I don't think either y'all are wrong in what y'all are trying to report, right? So, I hear what you're saying, but if the DA picked it up, we would have known. They haven't picked it up for whatever reason. Now, I do think Brick is.
For the DA he working, they're gonna leave him alone.
Yeah, but that's speculation, though. Like
we need to go get that DA paperwork.
Speculation, exactly.
No, there ain't no speculation. This is regulation. Listen, and this is relations.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, man. I know what I'm talking about. It ain't nothing else to talk about.
You know what? Hold on. Wait. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna give some more. I'm gonna give some more information. I think this is where it goes on to Brick, and then Brick had an attorney at that time. So it says a DA reject is when a district attorney in California declines to file a charge against the defendant due to insufficient evidence or other reasons. A DA reject could also occur when a felony charge is reduced to a misdemeanor or lesser charge. A DA reject can be communicated by a detective, court liaison officer, or court clerk, or district or deputy district attorney. If the original charge was a felony, the copy of the district attorney charge evaluation worksheet should be obtained and attached to court papers.
There it goes.
So,
there it goes.
We gotta get that.
Hold on. Hold on. Now listen.
Wait. I got one more thing to read. Wait. Give me one second. So, and again, this is, y'all can talk after this. It says to encourage a DA to not file charges, criminal defense attorneys can send a DA reject request or letter of representation to the prosecutor. This letter informs the prosecutor that the suspect has retained private defense, which means that there should be some paperwork or some communication that says we're rejecting.
That says that is for sure.
If it's 16 months, this thing ain't been in court, got no paperwork.
Hold on. There's no other court date. What are we talking about? You're just talking. You're just talking.
Let me tell you what else.
You're talking.
Let me tell you what else.
Public record. That's what you really want to do. I'm doing.
Let me tell you what else. If a nigga got an AK-47 case, and they got the phone, why are you driving around online flashing guns? Why you that comfortable, nigga? You did that on your life.
That never happened, Wax.
On your fucking life. Why you that comfortable? On the case, nigga. You did that shit. So you did it. Stupid. I'm not no cop. You're a dumbass. Flash the burner, and you out on bail for a case that you claim is a reject, but you ain't got no paperwork. You know why you that comfortable? Because you got to get out of jail free card, nigga. Did you not? You did it. I didn't do it. You did it, nigga. You ain't telling. You showed the world. You driving around with a burner, pulling up on a nigga crib. But yet you got a case with no dismissal paperwork, and you out on bail, and you that comfortable because you the police, nigga. That's a fact.
Hey, I think he hung. I don't know if he meant to hung up, but
yeah, you know why? Because I saved that act. This nigga was driving around about 3-4 months ago with a flashing a pistol, smoking weed, but yet you got an AK-47 case, nigga, that you ain't been in court on. Get the fuck out of here. Even if a nigga got a DA reject, he ain't that comfortable to do that. And he ain't got no DA reject with an illegal assault rifle in the state of California, and you a fucking felon.
All right, so I'm gonna play a little bit of devil's advocate. I feel like he was saying that his lawyer, whoever probably told him, they're not gonna pick it up, but they still could pick it up. That's why he don't talk about it. Yeah, well, no, hold on. Wait, hold on. I don't think it's a DA reject. They haven't picked it up yet. Like, if it was a DA reject, as you said, it would be paperwork.
If you know you got a pending AK-47 case, right?
Yeah.
And you a felon, right?
Yeah.
Are you comfortable or uncomfortable in the world? Are you going to be pulling out guns on fucking IG Live, flashing them, driving around?
This is why niggas can't beef with you, man. I ain't gonna lie.
It's possible that Buster Boy brought somebody into that home. They seen something that they wasn't supposed to inside that home. Maybe. I don't know. They could have contacted the person that they work for and reported something, and then his house got raided. Now, I don't know if it's his house, his name on the lease. I don't know. He said it wasn't found in his room. It wasn't loaded or anything like that. So it is a possibility for a DA reject because it's not illegal for you to have blowers inside your home in California. It's not. But, you know, everything about this whole situation with him does sound fishy. Something is strange. I will say that. That's what I feel in my mind. Something is strange, my guy. We just got to find out what led to the home getting raided. Did it have anything to do with what he said about the Slide for King Von comments where he implicated and named Lil Pop? Did it have anything to do with that? Because he said on the warrant it had something to do with social media and everything. I don't know. Was it somebody he let in that home? It's a possibility. Did he get a DA reject? It is possible for that as well. What y'all think? Y'all got to let me know.
Young people are a driving force for economic change in this country. We always have.
Yeah, we all figure it out though. Is that boy Brick Ratton? You tell him. We go figure it out. Brick. But I don't know. I say ain't lying about your case, man. Why is you around, man? You know, Brick lying about the case, man. But yeah, man, Ray J, Diddy, all the people, man, everybody going through a great day. Street lords now. OTL. But yeah, let me know how you like the content, man. Clean yelling them. Trisha Noodle, man, they over arguing about who beats rat. Big baby trying to finish, so he ain't showing no work yet, but they saying he ain't got the case, but I don't know, man.